doing today? How y'all doing today? This is a special live for all my late night crowds. We started this movement off with a lot of late night lives. We used to go live all night. So this is for all my peoples that's winding down, that just came from work, that don't really get a chance to be on the lives on a daily, but still support. So this is for y'all. And I'm actually here with my brother Jamba. I'm waiting on him right now. I know he always late, right? Oh man, today has been a wonderful, blessed day. We got a lot done today. But first, I just want to update everybody on what's going on in Haiti. Miss Patricia, bien man, what's going on, my sister? How you doing? So glad to see you. I'm gonna tell people what's going on in our country right now. Right now, we going through another gas situation, y'all.
Let's say more like crisis. Oh
yes, they go jump by y'all.
Guys, bonsoir. How's everybody doing? What's going on, everyone? Like my brother was saying, gas crisis in Haiti. So all the pumps are closed. They ain't giving them gas. You might find a little bit of gas on the road that they selling for double the price. Hey, how you doing, Miss Bien-Aimé? Ça qu'a fait là.
Yes.
I'm content live avec nous. But yeah, like I was saying, ain't no gas in the country, and after this, I know the prices is gonna rise. It didn't rise the last time because they had finally raised it, and they knew if they would have rose it up, the people would have stood up. And nobody want people in the streets manifesting and protesting, so they didn't rise it up.
Let's get to this. How can I get a t-shirt? You deserve a t-shirt. You've been with us since day one. You are day one crew, and you definitely supported this crazy idea of ours to do a school, get a school started, right?
I remember.
You sponsor a teacher. You have been great for this movement. Thank you so much. So you have to go to Bonfire. We actually got the links up on every live video we post up. We also about to get some more links up today once my moderators come through. Oh, let's go. I got mine. Let's go. How are you? Oh, I got my t-shirt. Choo choo. Let's go. So I would like for you to do me a wonderful favor. I would like for you to tag me a picture with you wearing the t-shirt. You gotta have your face masks on, they can see your identity. It don't matter. But we wanna push it out there. We wanna push it out there to make sure that we make this thing go viral, because we need 50 t-shirts. 50 t-shirts. Or should I do it like this? 50 t-shirts. And once we get the 50 t-shirt, Jamba, what happened after we sell the 50 t-shirts?
Man, we get a sponsor that'll sponsor the STEM program that we are putting in the school movement. You know what I'm saying? So we really down on the t-shirts, so we need more of the t-shirts move so we can meet our margin. All right?
Yeah, and everybody told us, let's start a business for the school, right? So this is our business, and our business is basically for the people that support us. We created t-shirts. So this is the business, and that business is going to actually fund our STEM program. We're not asking for $1. We're not asking for nothing. I'm just want people to identify themselves in this world as Panu Punu, Panu. So I supported this movement because, for everybody that believed when we didn't have no windows or didn't even have a place, it's wonderful. And we got somebody that just lit up the wonderful screens. Pelege la Riche. Choo choo. Blessings in a bank. May the Creator multiply your assets. Thank you for giving. When you think of the children, you doing His deeds. So thank you.
Parce que mouvement ça est vraiment pour petit moun yo. Te gon paquet bagay nou te ka fait. It was so much we could do and continue to do. But you know what? It's definitely not about us or how much the YouTube check is. It's about making sure that we make a difference. And these kids being in school and they learning, and now they about to level up.
Yes.
And start coding and have a STEM program, get on their computers. Yes. So this is a new day, man. Like my brother was saying, man, people was complaining about the windows, the doors, and the bricks. But now this is a new day. So this movement. Go ahead, speak, my brother.
I got a phone call, right? 5 o'clock in the morning today. 5 o'clock in the morning. Damn, it's from a guy from Orange, New Jersey that know us. You know, he called me Valenkov. He said that we used to go to church together back in the day. Right? This is 5 o'clock in the morning. Somebody called me. What I was doing up, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking, I was planning for a better day, you know, and new ways to maximize our worth. So he know us. He know the family, mom, everybody. You know.
And I know he went to
Yeah.
the great ministry.
The Great Commission of Ministry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he knew us since we was young, and he was telling me, and you know, we don't really know him like that. We don't really talk to him like that. He was just saying how we inspire everybody over there.
Wow.
He don't even really speak Creole that much. You feel me? And he was just talking like, man, seeing where I come from, because he knew what we had to go through, just being the first generation of Haitians in America. The things that we had to go through, you know, being in an environment where we don't have no support. We just have mother and immediate family, brothers and sisters. No uncles to fight our battles, no cousins, none of that. It was just us. And you know, we had to be respected and just continue, you know. So he was thanking us for always standing for the Haitian community, for making sure that we was the younger generation that came up after us was respected, you know. And one of the things he told me, how can I get behind this movement? How can I support this movement? And what it does to him when he see these posters on Instagram and what we actually doing in Haiti, basically letting him know anything is possible.
Yeah, because a lot of people be scared. A lot of people abroad, they want to do so much good in Haiti, but it's a fear attached to it. Either they family or friends or people just tell them like, oh, no, you can't do that. See, right now, what's messing up Haiti right now, a lot of people want to do good, but people telling them you do good, people gonna hate you, people gonna try to destroy you. And yeah, we know that, but you have to follow your dreams. Like if you've been dreaming of something you wanted to do in Haiti, you just gotta come and do it. If you can't come and do it, find a way to get it done. And my peoples, I'm telling you guys, you know how, y'all know how I get down. Let's get those likes up, because we need those likes, and I wanna know how many people are with us. You know what I mean? We focusing on our friends right now, so you guys give us a like and find a way, buy a t-shirt.
Yes.
Right now we need like 35 t-shirts
35
sold.
exact.
All right, we need 35 t-shirts sold so we can move on to the next step.
Yes.
And that's proceeding with the STEM program.
And I can't do this without y'all. We can't do this without y'all. So it's like, you know, we got a little bit of everything that we need. We got everything that we need for the STEM program, fully complete, right? And the only thing we have to do as a whole, as a community, is to sell 50 t-shirts. Once we sell that 50 t-shirt, we show our sponsors who we are. You know, we show them that we do have support. We do have people that will be backing us. We do have people that's excited about this movement. You know, this is how this movement was spearheaded. So, and it's only going to open up doors to bigger things.
No, inside here. So we definitely need y'all folks. See, I'm not gonna sing and ask y'all for nothing tonight, but this is the movement. We're trying to sell these shirts and to get the school situated.
To just get the lab.
Because the kids really need a science lab where maybe they could dissect, but definitely they could start coding. Because right now, if we don't do this, just like Haiti always been from like 30, 40 years ago, our youth are going to be left behind, and we don't want that. You know, in Haiti, this is what is missing in Haiti. You know, we need kids to code.
Yes, engineers.
We need everything that other countries have, and for our own. You know what I mean? Because in Haiti, somebody from another country tell us when it's going to rain or whatever, or even the earthquake. Because imagine, if we was up to date, the 12 Janvier that came, or the last 2 earthquakes that we had, at least somebody could have warned us. You know what I mean?
Powerful.
So we really need Haiti up to date, and it's up to us together
It's on
to
us
update
to do this.
Haiti and
It's
have
on us.
kids on point and send them to school.
And You know what's so crazy about this? Or so because we know everybody know we are a special group of people. So our task is going to be special. And what's so special about it is it's going to happen once you get involved. You have to decide that you you are a warrior, you are a soldier, you are a leader, you know, and the change is just look at it as a dream. If you want things to change, get involved. It's really a dream, you know. Just it's a dream. You have a part to play. Everybody's important. Get involved, and then once you do decide this, the ones that's watching right now do decide to get involved, no matter how it is, sharing this platform, posting it on your Instagram, posting it on your Facebook, on your YouTube page, pressing the like button, you know, and sponsoring a teacher or sponsoring a student or just getting a group of people together to find a way to keep these budgets up and going so we could keep the doors open of just experiencing new realms, bringing the kids in new realms, you know. So let's go, y'all. Let's get these t-shirts.
Definitely got to get the t-shirts out the way. And if you like, oh, look, you can send some food. It don't have to be $1 million worth of food.
Yes.
But support whichever way that you can. Even if you have somebody to come to Haiti, you like, well, I got this suitcase for the school. Because that's the most important thing. Because at the end of the day, those kids, we will not fail them. And we shall not fail them. And I know, like from being around Haiti, this is the first of this kind of movement that started from a dream and now is a reality. See, when we made it reality, people was getting at us like, yo, what's up with that school? Blah, 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 blah. Listen, when your budget is short and you want to do something, you just got to go for it. You just got to go for it. But people did not like the school. That's what's up. Choo, choo.
I got this wonderful picture right here, y'all. Wonderful picture, wonderful picture. This is the shirts, y'all. This is the shirts. Let's get involved. Now, we sell all these shirts. 100% of the proceeds go to Haiti's Future Academy. And what the proceeds will go to is going to building our lab. And I pray to God that we have some stuff over because the lab and the computer program coincides with each other. They coincide with each other. So let me tell you what I've been thinking, my brother, because you know I'm not content. Somebody called me today to give me celebration and said, wow, you should be proud of yourself because you have really advanced this movement. Now you're getting top-notch quality stuff that even some of the best schools don't have in Haiti. This just fell. You know, even some of the best schools don't have in Haiti, right? So I should be proud, especially knowing where I came from. But I'm like, yeah, I'm proud, I'm happy, I'm very thankful, you know, but we have to keep moving forward. We cannot think this is just it, like, oh, yeah, no, we got to keep moving forward. And right now, how we moving forward, Jim, there's two things that I've been thinking about that sometimes I just lay at bed and I think about. Because what is this objective of the program? Are we just putting the kids in school just for show to say, well, we got a school?
No.
Or we putting the kids in school to really, like, we leading them, you know? So, just like some of the ones that graduated and no longer in school, they're always part of the program, right? I've been thinking of a way, like, how can I say this? Two things. Number one, the scholarship program. We got to find a way that in the summertime, we get kids that their parents could afford for them to go to school and that do the best in their school. We got to find a way to bring them into the STEM program because they probably don't have access to that. Any school that don't have access to that, we're going to take the brightest of their students and bring them there. And because we're trying to push Haiti in a new direction. We're looking for engineers. We're looking for astronauts. We're looking for architects.
No, that's what we need.
We're looking for people to fly planes on the remote control. You know, we need all this stuff, like even military-based stuff, you know, flying a drone and stuff like that. That's important for protecting our seas, protecting our airs. Yeah. So, you know, having a better Haiti. So, that's one thing I got to find a way how to implement it the right way. And also, when these kids leave our school, you know, they're going to be equipped with knowing how to use a computer. They're going to be equipped with having a third language, which is English, and they're going to be equipped with um, computer and STEM. So now we cannot just because our school don't go to this grade. We can't just not abandon them because we don't want to make this work in vain. We want every kid that come through our school to be able to be okay.
Yeah,
I'm
most
thinking about
definitely.
college programs already.
No, that's what it is, and
I found
we
some
have we
online
have to
college
keep them like
programs.
that because you guys know Haiti. For the people that don't know Haiti, I'm the bearer of bad news because the politicians, when they get their scholarships, let's say they get 200 scholarships. Okay, they get granted 300 or 400 scholarships. To them, that don't mean 300 or 400 students are getting scholarships. To them, that's big business. They're gonna go to the family members that have money but don't have the right scholars, and then they gonna pay for it.
Big business. They
No,
making
there's
money
big business.
off
That's the
stuff that's supposed to
biggest
be free.
business in Haiti because scholarships they being donated. They've been being donated in Haiti, and people get them and they do what they want. They sell them. Imagine selling a scholarship, but that's Haiti. I'm telling you, after the earthquake, you see a merchant walking down the street with a flower on her head, and the flower say USAID, USAID, and they said this is not to be sold. Anyone gets caught selling this,
Yeah.
they will go to jail. And people still sell them. And when you
And you know
talk
where
to
they get that
them,
from? Tell them where they get that from.
man, they buy it from the government.
Yeah, so what happened is when we have these natural disasters that have been very frequent in Haiti, it adds up to big business for a lot of the local politicians, right? And I'm not trying to get political, but a lot of the rights that's donated, that's probably not even good for us. Some way, somehow, find its way into the marché, which is find its way into the market. And so, how is all this government rights that's showing you USA should not be sold is in the hands of these merchants to sell to people like us?
Yeah, they selling. They walk in the streets, so they have their little stand, and the police ain't gonna stop them. It ain't no law that's saying you can't. So they just buy it, they sell it. Now, a lot of people can't read what it say, but if you go up to them, you tell the merchant, "Hold up, this is not to be sold. Like, what's going on?" They like, "Look, I bought it from the government. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm just selling it."
And I seen some stuff like that.
Yeah.
I seen some stuff like that where this guy was, they had like about 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bags of rice that was free, and they was selling it. They started a depot with this stuff.
That's what they
That's
do.
money.
That's what they do in Haiti. People just be like, huh.
Everybody
So
got to
they
get
just
paid.
take it and they just put it there, because a lot of the people, like the Haitian slogan say "Gamunyo Eshui." So that's a slogan that means the older folks, the elderly, they messed up or they failed. You know what I mean? The elderly or the old heads, they failed. So once they said that, that means, okay, well, they messed up. It's not our fault, but it's everybody's fault. Because technically, what is right is always right. What's wrong is wrong. But people are selling stuff that are for free in Haiti, and that's not right. And some people, they won't fight for their rights. And some people are like, well, that's Haiti. Anything is possible.
I want to
And that's
touch back
wrong.
on that. But let's first acknowledge the light up of the screen. Miss Patricia being there in May. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
all
man,
that you
she
represent
is. She
to
light-
us
she
here.
always light up
Thank
the
you so
screen,
much.
man.
So she
Let's
bought
go.
a t-shirt, lit up the screens.
Let's go.
Choo choo! Day one crew. I'm so
For real.
glad you got that t-shirt because it represents all the hard work that you've been putting in since day one to make this movement what it is. I want you to know this is not something just from us. You are a big part of this movement because you've been with us since day one, helping out, sponsoring the child, sponsoring the teacher, helping out the food budget whenever you can. Even when it was a lot, even when it was a little, it still was something. And them kids ate, the teachers got paid, and you had a hand in it. So let's preach about this movement. Let them know what you are doing back home because you a big part of
But
this.
that's big, because there's so much you guys could do from out there. It's so much. Like something that I always said, like when we was doing the marathons, if we have 5,000 subscribers, normally not every 5,000 subscribers will be active. You know what I mean? They will, all won't be active. Some just subscribe when something good pop up, they go look at it. And some just subscribe so they won't have trouble looking for brother love in Haiti, you know? But let's just say if half our subscribers, they gonna do what you did. We'll be ahead for probably like a year. I'm not gonna lie to you. But all your hard work is gonna come back to you because like God said, Jereti Munyo. God loved the children. And that's for every religion, you know what I mean? So if it's something that's about putting the children first, see when it comes to the children, you gotta put them first. So that means my mixtape, my album, my work out here in Haiti, I gotta put that to the side because these children, they bigger than that. So I appreciate you, my sister. You've been rocking with us
Let's go. Since day one.
Like that's a real day one.
I wanna get back to this, right? This is what I've been figuring out because I'm learning a lot of stuff. Now, what's the next step for people that want to know, okay, what's the next step for when the kids leave out your school? You know, they go into like 7th grade, 8th grade, then they got to go through high school. What's your next step? Well, the next step is, this is why our summertime program is very important because we get these kids to come back and always keep their skills polished and always learn more. And now when they graduate from high school, you know, it's not there yet because we got a long way to go, right? But I'm already thinking ahead. There's a lot of different nonprofit organizations out there or that I know a few that I've been trying to make a connection to work in conjunction with them to find a way to bring online degrees to Haiti, right? The kids that's already equipped with the English language and the computer language and the STEM language now have access to like an online college in America where they can get their associates, bachelors, and then that open up different opportunities for them. So this is what it's about. The kids that we got now, they in our lives forever, y'all, because we have to make sure that we see them through college because they represent that change and everything that come from them. Anybody that come through Haiti's Future Academy is an alumni, and we got to make that connection. We got to be that spark. We got to be that change. And that's all about hard work. And guess what? And giving everything back, doing it for real. We're not having a scholarship where we're selling. Everything that we have is for free for the people because we really fighting for our country. Don't ask what your country could do for you, but what can you do for your country? And if you have that mentality, there's no limits to the distance that we could go. Let's really think of our country. Let's think of our country like it's our mother. When you think of your mother, you're not thinking selfish. You're thinking of taking care of something that created you, something that birthed you. So let's take care of our land that we inherited after slavery. So
our forefathers, they really fought. And something that's really real, like some people call it the Haitian reality. It's not the Haitian reality. But a lot of people that struggle to get to a position, and when they're in a position to help, and they have it is in their hand, now they thinking about the Haitian struggle, and they like, man, listen, my mother sold pistache. Ain't nobody ever helped me. My mother sold bandanas. My mother ain't sell nothing. But now I have it here, I'm gonna keep it here for my family, I'm gonna keep it here for my pocket. So to them, they like, look, and this the worst slogan that exists in Haiti is Qui les Haïtiens te jambon comme ça. That means, when were Haitians ever that good? Of course, it don't go back to this island because this island was like, look, you running away from the Nazis, whatever you good. That's when Haitians was really that good.
That's
but
right.
Some Haitians tell you, when were Haitians ever good people? So that means they get a check or they have a possibility in their hand, they're not gonna give it out. They're not gonna give it out and leave themselves with $2,000-$3,000 because they're like, no. Because in this world of struggling, they thinking to get rich. So they like, man, I got to save this. And that's what's messing up this
Oh,
country.
I gotta make more money.
Somebody had, a couple people had chances to make big roads in Haiti. Haiti was supposed to be even more beautiful than Dominican Republic, but somebody was like, nah, ain't nobody ever helped me. So I ain't helping nobody right now. I have the power. I'm gonna think for myself.
Think for
And some of them don't even say for my family, like for myself. And had they family following them, like, yes, sir.
And I want to say this.
And that's what's breaking us down.
And there's nothing wrong about wanting to make money or save money, right? It's all about how you go about it. Because one thing over here, I'm going to tell y'all, everybody that's watching this, we're going to make money. We're going to make a lot of money. And everybody that's donating, I've been thinking to. We're going to cut the check, but we're going to do it the right way. And the way that we're going to do it is, not through the school, because the school is to help out the community. But I think our big thing is going to come from the connections that we make. We building a new networking system where we having a bunch of people who's serious about this, doers, those that take action. So we building our own network system, and it's not like me being a part of somebody else's network system that really don't have the true good intentions for Haiti. But no, this is brother love in Haiti, my morals, my integrity, judging people from knowing people, building and just really wanting the best for my people, and just get a piece of bread and separate it. We all gonna eat. It's not like we family. It's like how I feel about this is like if I get a piece of bread, right? And I come in the house with it, you hungry, you my brother, we siblings, right? And I take that piece of bread and I go, don't tell you, and I go eat it by myself to be more full. My mom wouldn't be happy. You understand?
Nah,
so
I already know that.
So
I know your mentality like for that.
What makes me happy is knowing that we went out hunting and came back and brought it back to the team. Because we are the team. So I'm a hunter. We about to go out and hunt and bring it back to the team. So having money or making money is not a problem. It's just you got to have your morals intact first. You can't be making money off the backs of the people. You can't be making something that's pizzing somebody or pushing somebody down. Your time gonna come. Just be patient and just be active and ready to execute. But you don't have to do it in the wrong way.
And that's what it is, because it's all about right and wrong. Imagine, like, we don't do politics, but if I was a politician, I was like a deputy, son, excuse me, or senator or whatever, just a politician, and somebody give me 400 scholarships. Now, I'm from Haiti. I know a couple of merchants that have that they sell. They go borrow money, not from banks. The banks won't really lend them no money, so they go get money from loan sharks just to sell these peanuts. I mean, they'll walk like 100 miles to sell these peanuts and to keep paying their child's school. The school is expensive, but every time they go every 2-3 days and give something.
They just want them to have a better chance than they had.
And now, they've been doing that, and I know that, and I know they got like a child that finished high school and want to go to college. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I know I got like 400. Even if I had 3, that mother would have to have one. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have a problem if you keep like 10 or 20 or whatever you keep, but I would like to hear or see somebody from the hood or from the urban area that got some of them. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like after the earthquake, they gave like 1 million sacks of rice. I ain't see nobody carrying no sacks of rice, but I saw people buying them, so it was just wrong. So it's like, it's all about your conscience. And in Haiti, people like, look, before I give anything, let me take everything. And that's what's destroying the country. Somebody had to come forward and be like, you know what? I'll take the L. Because it's something about it's just like planting a tree, man. I plant an orange tree or a lime tree. Now I know that lime tree takes the longest out of all trees. If you plant a mango tree, you might be able to enjoy it for 5 years. But a lime tree is gonna take you about 15 to 20 years. If it's in good soil, 15. Well, if not, it's gonna take 30 or more. So some people like, I'm not planting no lime tree. I'm not gonna live the seed. It bear fruits. But you gotta think about the ones that's coming behind you. they could join some lemonade. You know what I mean? So it's about being like, you know what?
Yeah,
Because
that's deep. That's deep.
it's for
Yeah.
real.
Sometimes you gotta plant a tree for somebody else to enjoy the shade.
That's it.
You know? So 4 Haitians in the building. What's good, guys? We here.
What's up, my brother?
Star Angel. Hey, you guys. How are you? Long time no see. Star Angel. What's going on?
What's
How you
up,
been? Miss Patricia Bien said, I'm grateful for you guys to be there for those kids when our government is absent. No future for them. But you guys embrace them, and I will do my best to participate any way I can to support them.
Thank you.
Man, that
thank
touched
you.
my heart right there.
No,
man.
it's allié. That's what it is.
For real,
Because
man.
the kids are important, man. The less we take care of the kids, the worse their mindset be.
You know what's the thing I like in the school? C'est nous-mêmes qui timons, Josia. C'est nous-mêmes qui pouvons demain. Nous avons une chance dans la société pour nous préparer demain. Une chance. Demain pas gain souffrance.
Yeah.
I'm learning all these beautiful songs from my school,
And that's
y'all.
beautiful.
And
The kids today,
uh-huh.
tomorrow we'll be the adults. If you give us a chance
In this
today
society.
in this society, tomorrow we will not suffer. And that's the best thing. You see, with these kids, they always gonna remember the chance they had. So guess what's gonna happen? They're gonna keep it pushing forward.
right.
So they're gonna help others.
pass it
And
on.
that's all Haiti needs. Because as far as the old heads, like they say, the issue or whatever, and everybody thinking about them, the kids, all they need is some hope. And they need example. Now, once they have that example, they're gonna be like, all right, they're gonna keep it.
That's
I
right.
guarantee you, every child in the school, when they get older, when they become successful, they're gonna make it their obligation to help other kids.
That's right.
Cause see, we grew
That's
up
right.
in the
They're
States.
gonna be successful.
We lost our dad. Even though we ain't had nobody to push us all the way, we had public education.
That's right.
But here and there, probably like 2 or 3 times in the holidays, people came and was like, look, here's some gifts, let's go out.
And never forgot
We met
that.
the Jets
We
and
never
the
forgot that.
Giants.
We never forgot that.
That's something that's just stick in your life.
And I was
look,
9 years old when that happened.
I think you was younger. I think I was 8. You was 9. I was?
Like 9'5".
9'5". No, Dad died in 96.
What?
I was born. Dad died in 96, September 12th or something like that.
You don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. All right, well, that's not important, but we can go check it. He died in 96. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
9'5".
no, it was 96. But
Don't make it back.
okay. No, okay. Let's say 95. I'll get you tomorrow. But like I was saying, I remember that one dude, Skip, and that other lady. So one came one year, the other one came. But we remember that. We remember that. So, and look, we was like 9, 8, 10, the most.
You know what we need to do? You know what we represent? We represent the spark of the new change, of that different mind state from what he was speaking of just holding everything for themselves. So we represent that. We know that exists other places in Haiti. We know that. We're not saying we trailblazing that mind frame, right? But I know, you know, in a wildfire, it sparks different places. But our spark, right? What we're gonna do with our spark is we're gonna connect with those that's part of the spark till we create a fire. And so next thing you know, we on fire. Let's go, let's go. So, that's what I want to do. I want to connect with people that's doing good stuff. People that's really giving 100% back to the community. Because this is nonprofit for real, y'all. Like, you see the t-shirts that we selling? Y'all gonna see everything is public record. Y'all gonna actually see how much money we made off of it. And then we get a 350 grant. And the person that's selling us 350 grant, they actually here. So y'all gonna see that if we sell all these t-shirts, we're gonna be able to have $700. And when that $700, it's just for furniture, meaning tables, desks, and stuff like that, because we've been building our stuff from scratch, and buying it from scratch costs more money, bro. Buying all the wood,
Yeah,
and
of course,
the
of
workers
course.
know. So I'm not doing that no more. I'm buying from, I'm just buying it already as is. So just thinking, and who knows, we might even buy it from Amazon and get it shipped to Haiti if we can't find it, because this ain't about nothing but the future of these kids. This is about empowering them and putting them on the right path, making sure that they learn as much as they can, making sure they have an opportunity, you know, because I don't want nothing that we teach them to go in vain. I don't want this STEM program to go in vain. I don't want this English and computer class to go in vain. So for me to make sure that that don't go in vain, I'm gonna start thinking today while they still kids about how can I put myself in position to make things go smooth selling? How can we continue to impact their lives even when they out the school? How can, because the fight for me is to making sure that all of them get employed. I know this is a long time from now, but if you really want to do something, you have to think long term. It can't be just short term goals. You have to think long term. And my long term goal is for all these children that's in the school to have some of the best jobs out there. And I don't want them to having to go out in the field in Haiti looking for something unless it's putting a lot of food on their table. I want them to be able to work from home and navigate through their laptops and their computers and work on, on websites, putting their services out there, that they know how to do web designs. They know how to code, create codings. They know how to, fly drones. They know about airplanes. They know all the compartments in the airplane. They know how to take a radio apart and just know everything inside of it. A laptop, everything inside of it. And now, they know how to do graphic design. They know how to do videography. And now they putting a service out there and they getting paid what they supposed to be getting paid. So we trying to create jobs basically. We trying to create jobs in Haiti. So we're not just going to the government trying to get a job. We're trying to find more opportunities for the people to have a job, because one of the things that we lack in the country is jobs. This is why the employment rate is so high. So investing in education, you are also impacting the unemployment rate. So it's time to read some comments. Let me read some comments. That's right, everybody. Please hit those likes, family.
S'il vous plaît,
Kiki
s'il vous
Mills, the
plaît.
realest, is in the building. And Miss Patricia Bien and May gave you clap, 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 clap. Rizza Shaika, that's right. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Like our ancestors did when they fought for us.
That's
And
right.
like when you think about, Haiti, we know the land is beautiful, but when we think about our history, let's think about our ancestors, those brave soldiers. We had everything designed, put in place to crush us because of our heroes, of our heroes and the things that they was able to do, how we took a stand for justice, equality, you know. We don't get enough recognition from, I'm gonna say it, from the Jewish community. Because when Hitler was persecuting them, the door was open in Haiti for them, and we have a lot of Jewish family descendants that just come from all the way from that, and they think they more Haitian than me, They be like, Haitian, they just white, pale, but they be like, Haitian, and they always try to make you know, like, yo, I've been here longer than you. While you was in America doing this and that, I was in Haiti. You can't tell me nothing about Haiti. We deeply rooted over here, okay? So we are the real Haitians, and that's a fact. I ain't got no problem with that, Say Haitian Lié, So you gotta own your own. You gotta claim your inheritance. You gotta fight for what's yours. We gotta sacrifice for the future. That's right. Yes.
Facts.
MJ is in the building. Said drones ruin our privacy. Drones is a beautiful thing. Drones is is being used by Amazon delivery app. It's being used to speed heart transplants. It's being used in war to keep certain things safe. It's being used to protect the airwaves. So it's not even about the privacy. It's about the ability and something and what it creates for Haiti. So drones definitely have to get involved because the kids is fascinated by drones.
Oh
out
yeah,
there.
every kid, basically, but especially in Haiti, and you whip a drone out the kids, be like and when they be like that already means I would like to fly one. You know what I mean?
Teach me. and we gonna teach them with all these wonderful
No,
drones
most
we have.
definitely. They have to learn because it's all about learning. We can't be the only country that's stuck behind. Look, I remember you guys when I first came to Haiti, man, the poorest country in the world was Guatemala. It was Mali. It was
Mm.
a, a couple of other countries. Man, Right now, and I was talking about in the world. See, right now, we there now. Those countries started doing? They started updating. They started investigating and investing in education. Next thing you know, man, Haiti all the way in the bottom, and we just a Caribbean. It was countries that was messed up, and there's a lot more countries. But if you don't invest in the children, like what do you do for tomorrow? Like somebody said, the ancestors they fought for this. A lot of them they went to war. They was like, okay, I know I'm gonna die, but I know it's gonna be Haitians behind. I know I got kids. I'm gonna have grandkids. And some of them was like, I don't have grandkids, but it's for my race. Let me just do it. So they went to war and they thought about, the future, which is us. So if everybody, people that's getting, they not thinking about the future, what that mean? They just living
That
for
was
their
powerful
own race,
right there.
their own time.
That was powerful.
And then when they get what they get, the rest of the Haiti will just crumble because we just keep going down. We got to start moving up.
You know what's going on? A lot of people don't believe in Haiti. That's the thing. A lot of people don't believe in Haiti. It's like, well, like the media done brainwash so many people. Do you know how many
Yeah.
comments I get when I show $1 million home and people were like, no roads, no electricity, no sewer system, or da da da. They just automatically paint this bad picture of Haiti, and you like, we live in Haiti. We see what's going on. So, and it's like, it's not, don't believe the hype, man. You have to really come to Haiti. And one person said it's bunsies in Haiti. Like, they just portrayed our country as a place of bunsies.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
it's not safe nowhere.
That's what they put in the news. You know what I mean? As far as the sewer system we originally have in Haiti is actually copied by the New York sewer system and the grid system. So just to stop that, and y'all could Google that. I have to Google it just to see what Google gonna say. But what I'm telling you is
Let's go right
accurate.
now. Yeah, let's talk
What I'm
about
telling you
it.
is accurate. As far as no roads, we don't have no highways. We have beautiful roads. When I mean beautiful roads, we have beautiful roads. Just
No, they've been watching
we don't
Brother
have
Love in
like
Haiti.
we don't have like no tunnels or nothing like that because to build these kind of roads, you have to get a sign off from these politicians. Now, normally it's supposed to be a mayor that signed that off, but in Haiti, a deputy can sign it, a senator can sign it, even a president can sign it, but that's really a mayor's job. But in Haiti, it's like everybody could do this or everybody busy like, well, I got this, that's my contact, let me do this. So a deputy will do a mayor job in a heartbeat. And the people, if you don't know your rights, you're not gonna protest. So the people don't really know what to protest. Like the main common thing in Haiti, the food go up, the people gonna protest. They won't protest when the gas go up. Because not everybody that's protesting have a vehicle, you know? Oh, what I was Googling again?
The grid system. Okay, so let's see. Let's read some one of these comments. We saved a lot of Jews. Yeah, we welcome a lot of Jews. We welcome a lot of people. Haiti, and what they don't show you is actually a melting pot. The places I go, the people that I see blows my mind. You hear me? Like I go places, I just see Chinese people. They don't show you this stuff on the news. Big supermarkets out here that people live in their daily lives, but they got the average Haitians being scared of the country. And I love my parents, right? But we gotta blame some of that to our parents too, man, because our parents used to threaten us, right? When we was little. That's for all Haitians. Oh, vous voulez retourner à Haïti? My boy au Haiti. So they made you scared of Haiti. Whenever you do something wrong, they tell me they're gonna send you to Haiti. Like, no, I don't wanna go to Haiti. It's systematic, it's programmed now, it's in your blood to not wanna return to Haiti because you had a bad experience about it. Whenever they threaten to send you to Haiti, so you always knew Haiti is somewhere that you didn't want to go. But I'm living here, man, and I want to really show you the reality of the situation. We got to do a lot of things, but it's no country like this, and the rich people they really understand this. You know how many times I come across some rich guy. I'm very social. I'm very social, y'all. I spark conversation and I talk to people. I ask questions and I want to know what's going on. So I talk to people. And one guy just came back from America. He said, "Yeah, I just came back from America. I just had to go to the doctor, And he said, "I don't like America. This is where I like it at. Wonderful, air. It's nothing like Haiti." He don't want to stay in America. You
And
know?
a lot of people come to Haiti to get that original sun. I had a lot of friends that came in like, look, you running from the sun. This is what I need. So after my investigation, this is what I found out.
Okay.
As far as the grid system, you have Cap Haitian grid system. That's like it inspired the French to redo their grid system. Port-au-Prince, New York. The only thing is about the Port-au-Prince grid system, the sewer system in Port-au-Prince, that's the same sewer system they have in New York. But the sewer system that they had in Haiti wasn't built for 20 million people. It was there for 200,000 people. So now we can get to the point where, okay, yeah, our sewer system in Port-au-Prince is not right because it's overpopulated. You know what I mean? And then back to the grid system, the one that's in legacies, okay, that's the one that was copied from New York, just to clear you guys up. So,
And tell them the article that you went to go find out. What did you type up on Google?
well, I just typed up the grid system in Haiti. Is it copied by New York's? And then
So
it
go to
said,
Google, everybody that's watching us, put the grid system in Haiti. Is it copied by New York? You will come across different articles and you can look at it for yourself. Fun fact. So let's read some more of this wonderful, wonderful comments. Love when I see my people's get engaged. Okay,
right.
okay,
Get
okay.
them
Let's
likes
see,
up,
let's
my
see.
people. I need 2 more likes. S'il vous
Where
plaît.
is a great place to build a school in Haiti? It depends what you're looking for. Haiti need a lot of schools.
All right, well, let me tell them. Well, I can't say Monty son, right? Not for right
Not
now,
right
but
now.
that's what needs schools. I say Cité Soleil. Because Cité Soleil, because this is what we looked for when we started the school. We wanted to visit the houses of the children, of the family. So that means in Cité Soleil, you could go there and you see tall houses that are made of metal sheetrock. You know what I'm saying? Parents that don't really have it, just a less fortunate family. You know what I mean? See, in Cité Soleil, half of Cité Soleil population is is definitely less fortunate. You know what I mean? Everybody's house is made out of tall.
So about the security issue though.
Well,
Because
you remember back in the days, like 2004, Cité Soleil was like it was like the Matissa right now. But see, right now, Cité Soleil is really peaceful. When I mean people they not shooting, it's really peaceful, and they try and they have a lot of leaders, but it's just that it's just less fortunate area, the whole area.
So let me ask
So
you this.
people that are living there, they not making ends meet.
So I mean tell you this, about somebody that you love, let's say one of our brothers or sisters say, yo, I'm coming to Haiti, I'm about to build a school in Cité Soleil. What would you tell them?
Well,
Somebody you love.
I tell them to come to Haiti. I have them go through Cité Soleil and see what they need first.
So you were okay that they build a school in Cité Soleil?
I have to bring them there so they can see what Cité Soleil is all about. Because if you want to build a school in Cité Soleil, you have to build a school. Because you might have 100,000, what you not subscribers, but what you call them?
Signatures?
Yeah, or just 100,000 parents that have kids.
So let me
that
put it like
want
this.
them in the school.
See me, I'm gonna say a different answer. I'm gonna say a
baby.
different answer.
You get- you
Okay,
get-
wait. I'm gonna say a different answer. I'm gonna stay away from all the hot zones. Me, I would say like areas. I visit some areas and they want me to build a school there. It's an area in La Plaine, right? And it's like you don't have to go. You go through like Pétionville area, then you cross a river, and you go to this area, Mizami. When I tell you, beautiful area, so much land, but it's like it's really nothing there. So these are the areas that I would like to target. You know, an area that's not rampant by gang violence, but an area that, you know, so an area that's not rampant by gang violence, but an area that you can live in, a peaceful area that really just need the help, you know. So I have a few spots in mind, you know, a few spots in mind. But Cité Soleil do need some schools, you know, but I'm not gonna get somebody that I love and care to go down there. Somebody tell me that, I'm like, oh, you need to think about it. All right. So let me see. MJ, promote that Haitians were the first to flow off slavery in the Western Hemisphere. Wow. Yes, we was. What's going on with Reza Shaikai? Why is his message deleted? Shay Reed is in the building. What's going on? Shay Reed, day one. I know you bought your t-shirts. Please take a picture and send it to me on Instagram. I know you don't have my number, so send it to me on Instagram. Please get your day one t-shirts. Get your t-shirts. 50 shirts gold. We can do it, y'all. We need 50 t-shirts. Rizzo was timed out by Patricia for 300 seconds. Let's see. Sorry, Psych, my phone dropped and I touched the timeout by mistake and I don't know how to do it. Somebody please help me. Okay. Thank you. I've been to CS. What's CS? CS. I would like to build in a space that is sustainable.
Cité Soleil, I guess.
Oh, Cité Soleil. So everybody say hi to the little sleepy princess. She got her eyes closed. She just was asleep. Who put her to sleep, Jumba?
You.
Tell her my name, bro.
Sugar Arms.
They call me Sugar Arms, y'all. The baby, whenever she come in my arms, she just go to sleep. Sugar Arms. When the baby fussy, they call Uncle Sugar Arms, and that's my pleasure, you know?
Yeah, he put her to sleep quick. I'm like, bro, Sugar Arms.
Man. Okay, I don't know how. I think it will be okay after the timeout expires. So yeah, man, we could definitely.
Yeah, like the dude said, the CS is a place in Cité Soleil.
Patricia.
No, I think that's somebody else. But there's a place in Cité Soleil that I visited. It's called Terre Noire. That's like, I can't say they're under your Cité Soleil, but it's in the back of Cité Soleil. And Terre Noire, you know, that it is a lot of people out there that really need help. A place called Terre Noire. And there's a lot of land where you could do whatever in Terre Noire. But it's further up Cité Soleil. You okay, Sugar Butt? You on TV? Oh, TV? She's mad. You ain't put me on a live the other day. You ain't wake me up. I woke myself up.
What's up, mama? You okay? You had a nice little nap now? Now you gonna drive your daddy crazy for the rest of the night, right, mama? Good job. Oh, man, so she's chilling, you know? That's what's up. Let me chill, man. The star has arrived.
Yeah, she just woke up like, what's going on? I hear y'all talking. See, like the baby, you could play music. She's not waking up. She hear her uncle voice. She getting up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. That's her thing. She hear her uncle voice. She knows she got the Sugar Arms.
Fun
They
guy.
gonna throw her up in the air, play music for her.
Walk all around with her, show her in nature. I'm very active, you know. I'm very active. Like it's no dull moment with me, you know.
She's just looking at you and smiling, man. Let me go get her little wipe her down and stuff. Oh, look at her.
Contagious. Oh,
Yeah,
she
guys,
passed me the power. You feel
When you
me?
get on, please give this video a like. Not for us too. The cutie booty. What's up, baby? Video? She looking at her
So,
own
bro,
butt.
we're not gonna go to sleep tonight, I guess, right?
I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna put her to sleep first.
She just woke up from a
I'm
long nap.
just saying. It might take her an hour, but once I make that beat, watch this. I got different beats for her. Watch this beat. This is the go to sleep beat. She gonna look at me like, Since you moved to
Okay, Rizza Shaika is back. He said, I was saying the Haitians were the first one, the Koreans during the American war they had against them.
See, Haitians was the first to do everything, and this was something that this is something. Since you said that the last time, I was thinking about it. Like, Great Farrakhan said something. They put it on Facebook, and they eliminated him from Facebook. He said something about, man, listen. He said something about the Haitians. He was like, man, the great Dessalines, Toussaint Louverture.
Now they
Do
always
you know?
speak
Do
about
you
us.
know what? Do you know what they did? They freed the slaves. They fought Napoleon at his best. And after that, they freed themselves from slavery. So from then in, they made their own circle just to make us look different. So when we look at the Africans, we beef. We look at the Jamaicans, we beef. We look at the African Americans, we can never see eye to eye because there's always a problem that they put a gate in between us. But they was like, they had to put pressure on us so the Africans Americans won't feel some type of way or don't rebel or to think more of themselves as far as they can be free or that they something else. So the Haitians, like, we was ahead of our times. Now, let's say everybody knew somebody that was ahead of their times. There was a lot of artists and, you know, leaders that was ahead of their times. But in this world that's controlled by the controllers, if it's a person that's ahead of their time, they gone. If it's a whole country that's ahead of their time, they have to oppress you. You know, and we've been oppressed since 1805.
Let's go. Let's see. Let's go to this. Let's see. Okay. Coral Cables in South Florida was planned beautifully. There's a residential area in the business district. Office buildings not too high. Tropical breezes can pass to cool the public. Okay. So Shay Reed said, you tell you a good father by how content she with you, always smiling.
And she's smiling at her uncle.
Smelling all of us. We had helped a lot of countries. This Eileen put in work and a lot of lies on him.
Oh, so much lies on him. This Aline Coupetet Boulekai, that came from French history. In fact, this Aline was trying to protect, he was trying to save. Imagine, if this Aline said Coupetet Boulekai, that means it wouldn't be no Jews here, it would be no Germans here, so he wasn't really off of that. But of course, and it's so much lies that they just say about the Haitian race, period. But this Aline was helping people. The English, he was helping. He even saved some French. Because imagine you being the emperor. So if you say Coupetet Boulekai, they're going to Coupetet Boulekai. But how can you be out there protecting people and you say Bouletet Coupekai? It don't make no sense. So, of course, they definitely burn the houses of the oppressors. They definitely burn the houses of the oppressors. Yeah, the baby had a little cold. She even had a fever. We came from the hospital today. She's doing better. But the little cold, we try and get up out of her. But yeah, back to what I was saying. This Aline was a straight leader. After Toussaint Louverture, it was this Aline. He was even more than the president because he was the emperor. He was saving people. But of course, they had to put some dirt on his name. Even that's more than dirt, you know what I mean? They put a truckload on his name. But he was a good guy because he was following Toussaint Louverture. Toussaint Louverture was not a racist guy. He traveled all over the world. Okay? Oh, I got some chest rub. I'm about to take care of her real quick. Mm-hmm. But yeah, before I go, like I was saying, like one thing that I know for a fact they were saying, yeah, we got our independence because of voodoo. God gave us, he allowed us our independence because we kept praying and he saw. He gave us our independence. Well, of course, you know, they had to say, this and that.
You okay, mama?
Whenever in history you heard the devil defeated God?
Oh, mama.
Imagine that. Now, I'm about to tighten her up real quick.
Okay, mama, go get right, okay, mama?
Little nose drop.
little niece golfing, man. Touched my heart a little bit. So, still want you to be involved a little bit, but I know you got to handle.
No,
You got to
yeah,
handle.
we just rub the chest, put a jacket on her, and she rock with it.
Okay.
She's ready to go back to sleep.
Yeah, I seen that. Even the even the massacre they said he did, they never talk about how when Haiti won, they won the whole island under the Treaty of Basel. Okay. And Mozart Toussaint, powerful name, powerful name. Welcome, welcome to the channel. Haiti helped a lot of countries. What did Haiti get in return? Nothing. And I actually got the history of Haiti by a historian. If you go look at the news, the Haiti, the news won't show you. The Haiti, the news won't show you part one, part two, part three. We break down the history of our independence, of our fight, of the build of the citadel, which was a fortress for us. So go make sure when we get off this live, you hear it from a historian point of view. The news, the Haiti, the news won't show you. We have a part one, part two, part three. But it's very important when my people know their history. Because once we helped out, what country was this? Was it Belize? It was a Spanish country. It was a Spanish country. We, not Dessalines, but Henry Christophe gave them a lot of gold, gave them a lot of guns to get their independence. I think it was Peru or Bolivia. I think it was Bolivia. And once they won their independence, they invited a lot of nations to sit at the round table. Do you know Haiti, the one who funded them the most of the stuff, the gold and the guns, wasn't invited to sit at the round table? Make sure y'all go check out the video that Haiti, the news won't show. Not Treaty of Azwak. They cut the head and burned the house, meant to burn earthly attachment and redevelop your mind and values. That what they meant also. Okay, that's the true meaning. And Michelle Reed said, that's why my mother have a German last name. She Haitian, no German. Yes, we have a lot of different cultures in our country, y'all. We have a lot of different people. And Miss Patricia said Haiti was the first country where everyone was welcome. We gave them lands to settle in. Now, Haiti was the first land that was actually giving out 50 acres and a mule. We opened up, we represented so much to the world, because it wasn't just about a black thing. We opened our arms out to anybody that was being oppressed. And one of the mantras of our country is when somebody land here, no matter what they're going through, they are free. Frederick Douglass even wrote this on his book. He said, look towards the Haiti for freedom. And a lot of the things that you read about Harriet Tubman, they was bringing slaves to Haiti. Part of that railroad underground went to Haiti. It wasn't just Canada and these different places. Part of that underground railroad was Haiti. So, man. So let's see. That's right, 40 acres and a mule. And our Constitution was copied, actually. The Constitution that our emperor wrote was copied. A lot of it was implemented by the United States. I know it's hard to believe, but you have to understand, and a lot of countries didn't even recognize our independence, even though we was a self-governed country and we had won the war. A lot of countries didn't recognize our independence. So you have to understand, we was actually free before 1804. You understand? Because the war wasn't fought around and we was actually free. So we're not waiting for them to say this is when you're supposed to be free. To be free, we was already free. We already had the land. We already had the asset. They just didn't recognize us till then. And one of the countries that first recognized our independence was actually Greece, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, you put the stuff on? You don't think that's too hot for her?
Nah, cause you gonna need the stuff up after this.
Oh, little mama, you about to sweat it out? Huh, little cutie pie? Huh? Always smiling, a happy little baby. So yeah, that's super important. So yeah, Samana Haiti bought black Americans to settle and gave them land. That's right. And when you see Haitians, remember we had a lot of people that came from what part? of Africa, we intercepted a lot of ships, a lot of slave ships. You know, we freed a lot of slave ships that was going to the Americas or going to different parts of the world. We freed a lot of them. We captured them and brought these people from not Guinea, the tall people. We brought a lot of people on. So, you know, a lot of Africans fresh from off the boat are now part of experiencing this Haitian struggle with us. But we fed a lot of people, you know?
And that's one of the reasons a lot of people it's so hard to find their heritage, to find out where they came from. Because, see, back in the days, all those countries in Africa had different names. You know what I mean? They had different names. But after they conquered them, they changed they changed their names. So it was like it was a country called Dahomey. Right now, Dahomey is like a rhythm or a style of music. But that was the name of a country before they got conquered by the Europeans.
Wow. Wow. And what country was that? What country is it
That was in
now?
Africa. Right now, the original Dahomey was what they call Guinea now.
Oh, and Guinea is very close to us, you know, because we got a lot of things going on with Guinea, and you have to understand they was conquered by the French too. So, you know, a lot of them speak French, and a lot of them was transported from Guinea to Haiti and Louisiana. You know, we are all one people. So, which is now NDR. Okay, Sheree said, but the African American went to the Dominican Republic. Help me understand. It was Haiti at that time. Prince Clarks, what's going on, my brother? How you been, man? Good to see from you. This is a brother right here that's teaching 4X, man. So, man, we definitely gonna need that. We're gonna find a way to bring that, let that be part of a curriculum for something in Haiti, because a lot of our people need to know about 4X. And we all about empowering and teaching in order to reach new heights, you know, because we're not trying to reach the same heights. We're trying to reach new heights. Oh, the baby getting her medicine and she crying.
All right, now.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, oh, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. She don't want to take her medication. She like, man, I know what y'all got going on. Take your medication, my mother.
Come on, mamas. Come on, baby.
Oh, she done smacked it out of his hand.
All right,
he thought she was playing.
We got that.
She wasn't playing. That was one for the baby. One for the baby, 0 for Jumba. Bolivia, that's right. So, okay.
That's another country we definitely have.
And they didn't even invite us to the table when they had their meeting of everything after they won their independence. After, you know, we gave them a lot of guns, a lot of gold. They didn't even recognize it. You see this baby?
Yeah,
this baby got game. She wasn't even crying for real.
They got put under the pressure because they like, man, if you invite Haiti, you gonna be our enemy. And don't nobody want no problems.
Look at this, bro. Look at the baby who was just crying. This baby got game.
Well, I got this for her, right? That's for her nose.
That baby.
This I gave to her already. This is what I'm trying to give her for the allergies, because everything go the way just a little cold.
And she smacked it out his hand.
I can't believe it. And
okay, so let's go. It was this Eileen who gave him the weapons and money. Most certainly, okay, so you know your stuff. Pichon and Boye copied him and kept the fight going. But I feel as though they represented a different part of Haiti. They was more so allies to the French. You know, they was more so allies for the French, and they represented the French interests of things in Haiti. How do you feel about that?
No, most definitely, because before then it was like in departments. So it was like Department Nord, Department C, L'Ouest, where all of them had governors. That's what they had, governors. But this Aline, he was the emperor. Mm-hmm. You know, he was like, you handling things over there, they handling things over there. He had Port-au-Prince, he had Okap.
But
you know what I mean? But this is what happened. When he realized what they was doing, this is when he went down south and he was like, look, we're gonna put order into this. Now, this is when they said he went down south and he did a lot. And even him, he was like, man, after what I did, if the people from down south, if they got heart, they gonna come kill me. But he went down there, he burnt a couple of houses, and he was like, look, we not with the corruption. Because they was down there, they was manifesting a lot, and they was really moving like spies. Because, like, especially Pichon. Like, I have nothing against Pichon, but around that time, he moved like he was Dessalines' enemy.
It was the French. They were protected by the French entrance.
And it's a phrase that's called marasa. Marasa in Creole means twins. That's Creole. But in French, it means my race. So, you know, after African women, a Haitian get raped by a French or a Caucasian or whatever, when they come and they see their baby, and the baby look white, the baby have the little pointy nose, they speak the French and be like, oh, c'est marasa. That's my bad. That's my race. That's my race. So that's where they get marasa. So now even the French was like, okay, well, we gotta use marasa and separate them from the Haitians. So even if we're not here, they would have this thing going on. See, and that's the marasa is really the mulatto. So even though the French didn't help them 100%, but they was behind them 50%. Like, well, you know what? You came from my race. You have to own this. You have to have that, and we're gonna help you. And this is one of the reasons a lot of Haitians really love Aristide. Back in the days, what they called the lycée, the official high school in Haiti, it was for the rich. It was for the mulattoes. So after Aristide came in and started putting black people in a lycée, guess what happened? From then in, everybody with money was like, I'm sending my child to study abroad, because the lycée was like Caïman. The lycée was where the kids get the highest grades, where they had the best education ever. But before, it wasn't allowed to the less fortunate. You know what I mean? It was people with money that sent their kids to lycée. Even though the lycée was cheap, but you had to have a connect or opportunity to get in there. So when Aristide did a lot of wrong that made the elites looked at him different. Because first of all, he was inviting everybody to the palace. Before you had to know somebody to get to the palace. Aristide had the doors open like, you marchand pistache, you selling this, you could come in. So people was coming in the palace. So he came in like really a poor president, and he's giving the less fortunate chances to go in the palace and speak to people. So he kind of messed it up for them. But after Aristide, all the kids that were fortunate was going to study abroad.
So let's say this, right? Because I got to give respect to Aristide, because Aristide was a real freedom fighter in my aspect, you know, because he even went to the United Nations demanding the reparations of the Haitian people for the Louisiana Purchase and everything that we went through as far as in slavery.
Oh, yeah.
So very powerful.
No, he
and
did
then
that.
One of the things that I respect about
French
him
for that money too.
Yeah, for that, yeah. So, and one of the things that I respect about him is the fact that he left a lasting impact. This is what it's about, leaving a lasting impact that benefits everybody. And Jean, I'm gonna let you take this, let the people know about this. Right now, as it stands, we have a lot of presidents that come in, right? Nobody do nothing. Nobody. I'm not impressed by. That's why I'm not into politics. I'm not into that, because if you're not coming into power to help out your country, then you're not for us. This dude built hospitals. He built not schools, universities. And right now, where are those things at right now? And he also built a wonderful apartment for the less fortunate. He built this beautiful home that wasn't finished. They ain't letting him finish it. And they just letting stuff go to waste right now. But he was really, and he also raised up the minimum wage. He raised up the minimum wage. So what's going on with those institutions that he built right now, as far as his universities and his hospitals and stuff like that?
The hospital is functioning. The house is functioning. Everything he
And they the
built was
best.
functioning.
And they the
Now,
best
there's a
stuff.
couple of things he started, people burnt down or whatever because they tried to make him public enemy. And matter of
They turned
fact,
the whole nation against them
see,
at a point in time.
because you know Haiti was being oppressed and we was being boycotted, so he made himself public enemy the moment that
He was
he
the
asked
scapegoat.
France for the money that they owe us. Because imagine fighting for our freedom and then getting our freedom and having to pay France. Let's say if it's in modern day time, we paid them like $8 trillion. So we paid more than quadruple the amount they asked us for just winning our victory. You know what I mean?
And he got the most Haitians into America right now. So for all my youngins
No.
that's
He
watching,
did that. He did that.
if you
No, he
under
did that.
30 years old, man, and man, if you under 30 years old, most likely your
Now-
parents probably came in under honesty to
Now,
get
now
you
this is one thing.
life that you live.
Like, look, I'm not an Aristotelian. I'm not Lavalas. Just to let you know, I don't do politics. I don't even have a specific politic team that I like. I don't do politics. You know, but
You're not into
when you
politics.
do stuff like that, they gonna throw dirt on your name. Just like they said, this island did not like white people. False. Alright? So they might tell you some stuff, okay, well, Aristide, he gave out guns to kids. No. Aristide did was a lot of killing. What I learned through my investigation in Haiti, around Aristide time, they was trying to get him out the power. They was going in the morgues and getting dead people and dropping them in the streets. So after they do autopsy, they like, oh, this dude been dead for 2 weeks.
So-
But that's how they was scanning streets, like, so people was like,
Nah,
Aristide got to
changed the
get out of
narrative.
here.
Now they really changed the narrative. You know, the media is
So
controlled.
they
You see what just
made
happened
him,
to
they made him
Jovenel.
look bad. I
You see
didn't.
what just happened to
Yeah,
Jovenel?
he was trying too much.
People really, the media, you can't really believe the media.
This way, he made himself public enemy number one to those folks. Because Jovenel, he was trying to use, this was the last thing he was trying to do. He was trying to do so much, but what killed the people, he was trying to use the trash we have in Haiti to conduct electricity. So the people looked at him like, what?
We're going to get rid of all this.
Because we have trash.
Yeah.
We would have had electricity.
trying to
We'd be
mess it
like,
up.
what? For real. But
You
that's
going to mess
their
up my
business.
solar panel business?
The
It's like-
Haitian government the Haitian government buy electricity
From the
their
private
lights.
sector, yeah. So the thing is, but the private sector got to open up their minds. They can't stay with these antique methods, you know, because let's say if I come through with wanting to do this project, I would like to go to them. I need y'all to get behind this. You can still control this, but let's innovate ourselves. Let's go to this, or back me, be my startup, you know, be the ones who give me the funding. Let's do this, we can. But some of them are so close-minded, they're not even
they
really
gonna ask you
wanting
for a
to
number.
go there. They're not even wanting to.
They're going to ask you for a number.
They trying to keep-
excruciating number. They're going to be like, well, if you do that, we going to lose $1 trillion. So from the rip, you got to give us $2 trillion. And they to discourage you from the moment. Because they in Haiti, they like, man, listen, to them, this is ancient Rome. So they moving like ancient Rome.
And a lot of people that control Haiti are from a lot of war-torn countries. A lot of the elites are from war-torn countries that they left, and now they come into Haiti and they just monopolizing it, you know? So somebody says, Jamba, we gotta read some of these comments. I love these comments. It says, Jamba, you gotta, let me see. Oh man, we got a lot of comments we gotta get to. So we're gonna run through these comments right now, okay? Somebody say you gotta put this stuff on like something that she like an applesauce on a teaspoon and give it to her.
Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Okay, woman touch.
Yeah, for real.
Cheese doodles.
I'm just for example.
Who get the baby cheese doodles? Not me.
No, she got her Gerber cheese
Gerber.
doodles, cheddar cheese doodles.
Oh, I thought you said like real cheese doodles.
No.
I thought you called me giving the
She
baby
got
cheese
her own
doodles.
everything.
Okay, so let's go here. We got a lot of questions we gotta answer. Okay, patient. Okay, let's see. Frederick Douglass came to Haiti too, but taking support part, which is now DR. Yeah, everything was Saint Domingo. It was one island. It was, you know.
And back then, nobody knew what Haiti was. Nobody knew what Haiti was. They was hiding what Haiti was. So when Harriet Tubman was digging the Underground Railroad, she heard a Dessalines Declaration. You know what I mean? his Declaration of Independence was the same thing as America. Like
That's right.
the first
And it was
person that
before
said
America.
every man was created equal.
That's right.
Was Toussaint Louverture.
And we was doing that for real, whereas every man was created equal in America, but people were still slave. In Haiti, we abolished that. You know, we abolished that, so our stand really stand. You know, so let's go to a cute baby. Eli Yahoo, what's going on? Respect, respect. Yeah, Patron kept switching sides, but he had love for Dessalines, just he didn't want him to lead him. Mozart said, Pétion is the traitor of the fatherland. Yeah, Death was a traitor. LOL, loving the history conversation. Had he stayed on cold, Haiti would be great today. That's right. Loving the reasoning. Loving the reasoning. Love history as well. Let's go. Please share this live. Also, that incident in New York, the guy who got the payout went to Aristide and was able to get programs in USA for Haitians, so he okay to me. Okay. And also applesauce or something smooth she like. It's the reason why Haiti paid that. That's right, Boya definitely was. Yeah, Payshon made the agreement and Boya struck the deal, which was dumb, but they wasn't never in our best interest. Boya was a spy. What's up, my man? Boy was a spy, you know. Okay, France needed to pay reparations now to all colonized nations. Let's go. Haiti should have not paid them anything. Christophe took out 3 messages from French when they came to ask for reparations. Of course, only one that got that done was the ones that was sent, because you know they the ones that put them in position. They the ones that put him in presidency. Once they assassinated Dessalines, you know, they struck that deal with Pétion, right? And what they wanted Henry Christophe to do was, Henry Christophe was next in line for the throne, but the French, they didn't recognize them, so everybody was going for Pétion. So what Henry Christophe did was he went to the north, which is Okap, Cap Haitien, which was our first capital, you know, and built everything. And if you look at our passport, those are monuments that's respected. The Palais Sanssouci, the Citadel, the Bataille of Vetiver. You know, all these stuff was La Vetier. I said Vetiver, Miss Zombie. So it had to take a traitor to make that deal, because it wasn't never in our entrance. And I'm telling you the truth, I would rather have fought. And yes, Shay fact, yay, Shay French, a lot of countries. I heard 3 African countries kicked them out already, most certainly. My brother, Born Stunner, everybody, if you in Atlanta, if you in Georgia, you need your car towed, check out Valpa Towing. If you in Atlanta, you in Georgia, if you were anywhere in the U.S. and you want a car, check out Valpa Towings. They have the best cars at the best prices. Man, I just did a whole commercial. Let's go, but the army, we got to cock it back for Born Stunner. What is we doing? You ready?
Stunner, let's go.
Choo choo. We got the baby. So I think the baby trying to go to sleep. Y'all.
That's all right.
So we got to do a small little choo choo. Okay, we almost done with this, but the army's still in their country. Okay, Mozart Toussaint said, if it was for Henry or Jean-Jacques Dessalines, France wouldn't even try to ask Haiti to pay the debt.
No, facts.
Facts, they had to go to their own. Okay, yeah, Boyer was a spy, and the early Americans peeped that why they left Haiti and went back to America. They knew he was in trouble. Entertainment, he flew to Taiwan with some of the elite that showed them his vision for electricity. Dimitri, when they get back, they played him. That's why he took the gloves off to fight them.
Yeah, talking about Jovenel.
But after he went to exile, came back to Haiti, he was a different person, just to keep the power and sell so many things to America. Talking about yeah. So what did he sell to America? Yeah, because he got excelled and they wants to put him back in power. But he still had love for the people. He just had to play it a little different. And I don't really know too much about politics, you know. I'm just looking at, okay, after Aristide.
He sold some land. He sold some land to Bill Clinton and them.
Oh, he did that? Man, that probably was the deal to get him back in power.
And I mean, that's what it is, politics. And he was like, look, and the people that was oppressing him was the Haitian army, the generals and stuff like that. One of the generals is in DR over there, Cedras. He in
He's
DR
still alive?
living, what? Yeah, Cedras is in DR.
Living large.
Living large.
Wow. Wow. And it was just, and
So,
then
you
look,
know,
I'm
now,
gonna tell you this. Go ahead.
I didn't like the fact that he got rid of the Haitian army, because he could have just arrested the generals or whatever, but the Haitian army being dismantled actually made Haiti worse.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because, you got a country who wouldn't want an army in a country. Because when I came to Haiti, man, the people that I saw that the United Nations sends to Haiti, me growing up in America, I'm like, wow. Man, they send a whole bunch of dudes from Indonesia and stuff like that. I'm looking at them.
The misfits.
One, they ain't speak English. They ain't had no muscles. They just looked like they just.
They ain't no karate.
They ain't no karate either. Indonesia, man. I mean, not trying to play no country out or nothing like that. But when I came to Haiti, I was speaking to these dudes. I'm like, for real? These are the generals. These are the soldiers. Whoa.
Hey, so, yeah, Jovenel, I heard, was doing some 48 laws of power on them. Haiti needs an army. Every nation needs an army and religion. We need both to function.
Because look, like, let's say if we have an army, the first earthquake, that would have been our first response team, I'm about to put out here. Instant baby rub.
So let me ask you this. After Aristide was president, who became the president after him?
We had Preval. Now, this is how...
Preval?
Yeah, Preval. Yeah, after Aristide was straight Preval.
Okay.
And he went on 2 terms, but the only reason...
And what did Preval do for the country? Like, let's judge some of these presidents.
Okay.
What did he build any universities?
Nah, he ain't doing that. He cracked down on a lot of gangsters. He cracked down on a lot of bunzies. So when the police was running down, he was there too. You know what I mean?
Okay, did he build any hospitals?
Nah, he ain't built no hospitals.
Did he build any schools?
No, he came with 2 big slogans. But the only reason he became president is because he was like the vice president when Aristide was in term. So the people was like, we can't get Aristide, okay, we'll take Preval. You know what I'm saying? But Preval, he came in and he told them people, look, I'm a president. The president can't do nothing for you. He was like one of the presidents that was real. Yeah, that's what he said. He said, look, nage pour sortir. Swim to get out. So he was basically telling the people, he was the first that was telling the people, but the people didn't understand him. He was telling them like, look, you got to swim to get out. I can't do nothing for you. But he did that. He cracked down on a couple of bunzies and all that. That's what he did. And
so no hospitals?
No.
About roads?
No roads.
What deals got struck for?
He fixed a couple of roads from the national road, but I can't say that's him. That's something a mayor should do. So I ain't giving him no credit for that. Okay. That's a mayor's job.
About the beach Plage Publique. That's his, right?
Plage Publique?
Yeah. That's his.
Plage Preval.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was there. He did some. He did a little tighten it up over there. You know what I'm saying? What he did, fix up some potholes on that road, and that go there. And that's
so
it.
After Preval, who was the president?
After Preval, in fact, and I gotta tell you, Preval had 2 terms. So his first term when he came in, the woman was
interim.
She was like, what you call that? She was a substitute. Yeah. And she didn't even last 3 months.
Wow.
But his second term, he came back out with another slogan. That to win his second term, he let the people believe that, look, if y'all choose me, I'm gonna make Aristide come back. So everybody's like, what? So even though they ain't really mess with him like that, but he was like, I'm gonna bring back Aristide, everybody voted him. So when he came on, he hit him with another slogan. His slogan, first slogan was swim to get out, which was really something intelligent to tell the people, like, look, listen, I'm not here to save you. You got to swim, you got to work. But when he came back the second time, he knew it wouldn't come back. He told him, look, gadem nan shit, map gadem nan shit. So that means, look me in my eye, I'm gonna look you in the eye. So that means you don't do nothing, I can't do nothing for you. You looking at me, I'm looking at you too. And somebody said Privat was always drunk. Yeah, he was an alcoholic. That was one president we was an alcoholic. One president we had, he was never, he probably wore a suit like 2 or 3 times. He'll come, yeah, Privat will come on the interview with a white tee on.
So, okay, so he didn't, okay, so after him, who was the president?
After Preval was definitely Mateli.
Okay, and he ran 2 terms.
No,
So-
Mateli ran 1 term and
What?
left like 3 months early. Mateli had one. He did 1 term.
Hold on, so that's only like about 10 years right
But
there.
yeah, but don't forget, Oz is 5 years, so Preval did 10 years. Oz is not 4 years like the States.
That's still like 15 years though.
Yeah, Preval did 10 years.
Matele did 5.
Yeah.
And Jovenel did 5.
15, yeah.
So that's 20 years. That's about right. That's definitely about right. And let me see. And okay, what hospitals or roads or schools did Matele build?
Mateli, we fixed a couple of roads, and he tried to come out with free schooling, but you do pay $1 a month. You know what I'm saying? He had something called, what was that called again? Okay, Mateli had something called Timami. He tried to do stuff. See, with him, he did, okay, well, he ain't do nothing free, but he made things cheap. Like, it was a thing called something kizin, something that you go and you give them 25 goods and they give you a big plate of food. You know what I'm saying?
He dedicated. I thought you better put her to sleep before she keep you up at night.
Put her to sleep before I go.
She sleep. Okay, y'all. So the baby sleep. We gotta keep our voice down a little bit. You know, I definitely appreciate everybody. Somebody's ready. Somebody's ready. He wanna come back. Let me read these comments, y'all. Okay. Better Drift said every time Haiti has a dark-skinned president, see Aristide and Moise, it was some drama shaking my head. Preval was an alcoholic from Born Stunner. And who was the prime minister? The prime minister when Aristide for his prime minister, his vice president, I guess that was Preval. And for Preval, the prime minister, I forgot his name. Man, this guy knew a lot of stuff. They kicked him out because, you know, he was too much for the people. So let me see. Vive du Valais. Okay. And somebody else said Preval was always drunk. Haiti was a country when Duvalier was there. We need red and black for the flag again. Yes, sir, 100. That's a lot of our revolutionaries talking, and I just want everybody to know, man, the narrative is controlled by us. The narrative is controlled by us. You know, we can't expect for change if we don't get involved. I'm not asking you to go out there with a pistol. I'm not asking you to go out there to war. No, it's a different fight now. You know, we gotta attack it on a stance of economy. We gotta attack it from the root of the problem. We have to create our own. We cannot wait for nobody to create what's for us. We have to create our own. We have to take the initiative and go out there and create that spark. And there's gonna be more people like us. You're gonna find your like-minded individuals. Let's connect, let's build. So I want y'all to know this stuff is simple. It's so simple, but yet it's so hard. Because for everybody that I'm talking to, you hear it, but it probably go out your mind. It probably don't really register with your spirit, with your soul. That me, I'm calling you, telling you that we need all hands on deck. we could really make this happen. And all it takes is for us to get involved. It don't necessarily have to be financial. You don't have to get involved financially. Yeah, it'll be great. If that's what you could bring to the table, it'll be great because can nothing go if it can't get funded. But I'm saying, let's share the movement. Because what we doing right now is something monumental in Haiti. We came out of nowhere. We was doing good for the country. We love our country. We built the house. We did toy drives, food drives. We did all this, right? But when we came to building this school that we dedicated and we committed that would be for free, that's the biggest things we ever did because education is a big thing in Haiti. And a lot of people's getting rich off schools. And even when we get the best program in the country, we're not doing it to make $1, because we want to make it accessible for everybody. So this is where my peoples who want the tax write-off to come into play. You're not losing your money once you invest it into Haiti because it's a tax write-off. So let's get involved. Find somebody that you trust. Find somebody that you believe in. Find somebody that's really going to do it from the heart. We could really, really impact change. We could really change our country. We could really do some real good. But you have to get involved. You that's watching and you that's listening, get involved because the revolution is in process. And what I mean by the revolution, it's time for us to revolutionize what is Haiti. We have to revolutionize the ideas of Haiti. We have to update everything. We have to make sure that our kids have access to the things that they don't have access to now. We have to revolutionize the whole process. Everything that goes into building a better economy, building a stronger nation, building a fruitful country for our future. Jean-Baptiste. Let's go. So let's read some of this. Economy and education, media and art and image. Let's go. Share this. Press the like button, my people. That's the war nowadays. Let's go. For real. That's the media. Let's be part of the media. Let's learn how to control our own narrative. Yes, he did bad by dismissing the army. No country survives without army. And we will win. And Entertainment said Montelli built a higher court, a very beautiful building, the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court
across the street from the palace.
Yeah. Oh, he built that?
He rebuilt it.
Oh, he rebuilt it. Okay, that's beautiful. Okay, that is why we having these gangs in Haiti now. Pavel did not care about us. All he cared was his drinks. That's right, y'all. Cash App, $ Haiti's future. Support the movement. And everybody, please, y'all, that's watching this, I need y'all help. The teachers got to get paid. We're kind of short. Please, everybody that come together, let's make this happen. This is my most stressful time, food budget and teachers pay. And we around the corner for both. So anybody that's willing to give a hand, it will go a long way. We will live another day because we are fighting day by day. This is a fight. We don't know what the outcome going to be, but we know we wake up every day, put our armor of love on to go fight hate and destroy any evil. And that's how we do it, by teaching, by educating, by uplifting our people. Because, we could have came to Haiti and just thought about ourselves, but, it's bigger than us. MJ said, was Proval or his prime minister a professor and one of them was an engineer? Who was Proval minister? I know that dark-skinned dude.
I know Proval was actually the prime minister.
Let's go. The revolution would not be televised. They go to information, y'all. He built a new building for l'Hôpital General. Oh.
Yeah, but I think that was like, that happened around Jovenel. So I think
Mel D is in the building. What's going on? Is that Malane D?
And that's really supposed to be the mayor's job, like the mayor of Port-au-Prince. You know what I'm saying? One thing I knew about, like Mateli, he spent money. But when I mean he spent money, like he wasn't the type that want credit for roads or something like that. You know what I mean? But like I said, I don't do politics. I don't have no president that I favored. But with him, what I noticed he was doing, like he'll have a party in Shanmas, and he was just giving out envelopes, and he was giving out motorcycles. So it was like half of the motorcycles in Haiti are responsible for him. He was just giving kids in the dudes in the streets a chance to earn. And there's a lot of things that he did for like the street kids. The only president I know did that. He took street kids. Some of them he put to school, and some of them he just gave a bus, like a papadap, what we call a papadap, which is like a minivan, a caravan, and you know they do traffic. No, he did a lot of good things. In fact, what I know he did around Mateli, I was cage fighting. He used to actually pay for champions to come to Haiti, pay for the hotels, pay for their food, you know. So he did things, and he did so much things. People say, oh, he spent money or whatever, but at least I saw with my own two eyes what he did. And I'm not a Mateli fan. I'm not a Mateli fan. But I know, I seen a couple of things that he did. Like the dudes was in Shanmas, he gave out like 2,000 motorcycles. I don't know what president ever did that, you know what I mean? But when they came out with his big budget, how much money he spent, you know, he learned politics. When he wanted to become a politician, he was always a politician. But when he wanted to really do politics, he knew how to do politics. Because when they came to him like, yo, how come you spent such and such? I don't know what it was, like, or like 100 million. How did you spend 100 million on your campaign or whatever while you was in power? He was like, well, let me tell you something. For example, my little wristbands that say Ted Kale, each one of them is like 200 US. So he just crushed them. They didn't even want to investigate on him no more because he was like, his little wristbands was like 200. But he was like a spinner, you know what I'm saying? He was a spinner, he was a big spinner, but there's a lot of street kids I know that was like, man, I got this thanks to him. And I saw what he was doing. Because he'll just get on the mic and be like, hey, you, come here. What should I give him, y'all? Should I give him a bike or should I give him an envelope? Either the person would be like, let me get the envelope, or no, give me a bike. But that was the slogan, like, balon envelope, no, balon moto pito. But you know, what I can say, he was active with the people. Like Aristide, he was bringing people in the palace, but he was active.
Let me say this. But if he did decide to run a second term, would you be for him? Would you want him to, like, would you think that'd be a good idea? Would he be good for Haiti, especially in the second term?
No, me personally, I think we need somebody new, but somebody that's capable. Because if he runs for president, we still gonna have the same war as far as these politicians manifesting and all that. So we need somebody from that out of the woodwork.
You know what I think we need? A whole new system. I think we need a whole new system. The system is broken and it was designed that way. Because you have to understand, this is not the system that was written by our forefathers. This is not the Constitution that Dessalines wrote. This Constitution right here was actually rewrote by Teddy Roosevelt in 1929 or something like that, when they actually invaded and occupied Haiti for years. And what they did during this occupation was they killed a lot of our freedom fighters and also took all the gold out of Haiti banks and put them in the New York Bank. Excuse me. So, and what that did was it gave foreigners a better entrance in Haiti than the actual residents of Haiti. So we are a victim to that Constitution that was revised by President Franklin Teddy Roosevelt, you know, because we are a victim for that. And one of the things is, I think we have too many different political groups, you know, because we could be as separate as the fingers, but as one as the hand. When that hand make a fist, it can strike a mighty blow. So what I think is we need to bring down that stuff down, because no matter who get in office, they don't control nothing. This country is ran by private sectors.
Yep.
That's it. But when you think about it, is America really the land of the free, or is it ran by private sectors? Now, we know about the private sectors. We know about the Rothschilds, you know. We know about those big trillionaires from like Rockefellers, Rothschilds, and those people, you know, Johnsons and Johnsons. They're a private sector that's running America, right? So what country is actually free right now? It's not just a Haiti problem. It's a world problem. But we are in Haiti, and we are focused on Haiti, and we're trying to find a solution for Haiti because we know out of all these nations we have it the worst because we have the most conspiracy theories against us. We have some of the most hated history as far as like the Europeans is concerned. We did the most damage. We opened up the world eyes. And one thing that you will always say about Haiti is the first black republic of the world. Whenever you mention Haiti, you will always mention France defeat. So that means Haiti has to like be a torn nation if they can help it. Haiti have to represent a sense of hopelessness. That's their vision, to take away from the hope that it signified for so many, or the beacon of the world that we was once to the world. So this is why it's on us to do what we have to do and stop playing around and get involved and just do the small things that we're doing right now and impacting our community. Because the lives that we impacted right now is real lives. 75 kids, each one of them have a different personality. Each of them have a stomach. Each of them have a brain. And right now, each one of them have an opportunity. And that's what we're looking for. And we gonna cater to that opportunity. We're gonna cater to that talent. And we're gonna make it better for them. We're gonna make it better. And this is just our start. This is the start. Let's stabilize the school. What I would love to do, y'all, I would love to know that we have full budget covered for the year, teachers budget covered for the year, miscellaneous cover for the year. Because once we do that, guess what? We could open up another school. We could open up a clinic. We could do things that's going to benefit the lives of the people. We could open up a senior citizen home because there's a lot of seniors that don't have that. And one of my wonderful supporters, day one supporters, brought that to me.
And that's
Let's
important.
do things that
It's
that's
step
not
by
here.
step. It's step by step because Haiti need this, you guys. Haiti need this, and Haiti really need a break. And it's up to us. Like I was telling my brother, I mean, our president can't do nothing for Haiti.
That's right.
But we need somebody that's gonna be more on the neutral grounds. Because if you know about Haiti, it's like, okay, around the time of Lavalas, it was somebody over there always fighting them, going to war with them. And that was Mateli. You know what I'm saying? So when people was like, oh, he wasn't in the politics, he was dead on politics. You know what I mean? So he was against them. So now what that mean? If he run for president again and he be good and he's elected president, guess what? The same thing that happened the last time he was president, we're just gonna continue the same stuff. I mean, I would like to have somebody on the neutral grounds. And in Haiti, it's difficult for you to be on the neutral grounds. It's too much political parties. And some of them are colleagues and some of them, they're in cahoots. But we really need a new hope. We definitely need something different. Really, because Haiti was a country that was ran by kings and queens. All right? Until we got until the democracy, and Haiti was not ready for democracy, man. If you could tell from Papa Doc Duvalier, it was no democracy. Then he just ran it. He was like lifetime president, and when he died, his son became president. You know what I mean? But of course, we ran to democracy. I'm not saying democracy is good. Democracy is not good. I just know we don't want to continue the same thing that's been going on since '86. Like we need something new, and we need hope for the children.
And the reason for people that's watching the invasion for Haiti, right? The reason that they invaded Haiti, right? Teddy Roosevelt and them was because, the stuff was going on right across the border with Cuba, and they became a communist state, and America just lost out to something so close in their backyard, going to they enemies, arch enemies. So it was a lot of Russians and Germans in Haiti, a lot of scientists. It was a lot of connections between the Germans and Haiti. So and America seen that, they definitely was paying attention to it. So they said, let's go and invade. Let's go put democracy. Let's go establish this. Let's make sure that somebody in our backyard that's the closest island to Florida, if I'm not mistaken, right? Let's make sure that we control the narratives over here. And they did it at the cost of our better being. But it's not over. Haiti's still a beautiful country, man. I show you, you see my videos. I show you the actuality of the reality. And the reason that I started this is because I didn't have this knowledge. You know, I was a guy that was led to believe whatever the media portrayed. I was a victim to whatever the media fed me. I was that guy. And I didn't come into my own until I came to Haiti. And I start seeing different things. You know, people come to Haiti and they see the ugly, but I've been hearing the ugly my whole life in Haiti that once I see the beauty, that's what I focus on because I already, that they fed me the ugly so much that when I see the beauty, I'm just like, wow. Wow. And I see so much potential here, y'all. You know, it's gonna be a hard fight. Just and we don't want no trouble with nobody. We just want to get our country right. You know, we just want to fix our nation. We just want to claim our inheritance. Because if anybody deserve it, it's us. You know, we fought. First we was enslaved, we was captured in Africa. Then we was brought to Haiti, you know, after they killed the whole tribe of people. And, you know, we fought for our independence after that. We was even oppressed to pay reparations. We even gave up Louisiana after, you know, we won that. That was our people that was building Louisiana. You know, Louisiana was a French colony that was being built on the back of slaves. So we can't change the past, but we can dictate the future. And if we put our heads together and remember what got us our liberty, what got us this great history, is unity. The strength is in the unity. Unity makes the strength. So everybody, let's come together. Let's be friends. Let's work on one accord. Let's support one another. I hate to see, you know, when people not supporting each other, man. That ruined my heart. What's going on out here right now? People not supporting each other. That really ruined my heart. And you know, I tried to put my best foot forward to reach out to people, but everybody's not a good person. Just because you love Haiti and you want to do stuff, everybody's not a good person. Because some of the people that you might think is a good person, you'll be like, man, this guy's a snake. I done met people that I thought was a cool person and they end up being the snakes. They just here to lie to you the whole time. They doing backdoor deals with the government of how to put more money in their pocket. They don't really care about Haiti. They're just trying to put more money in their pocket. And unfortunately, they're using Haiti for that. Okay. Entertainment said he dreamed big, but he has a lot of gangsters around him. And Miss Patricia said Martelli need to refund our $1.50 that he took from East Transfers and never built any schools. Actually, we, the diaspora, has a lawsuit against him for this money. Wow. Now imagine what would happen if that $1.50 went to the right hands and people that really wanted to affect change for Haiti. Yeah, Martelly got his name from a killer. He was deaf, gone, doing some shady stuff, and he did some nice things to cover it. Similar to Michelle Bennett. No, no more Martelly. Okay. Eli said, drop the little cash app on y'all. Keep up the honorable work, my brothers. Thank you, my brother. Much love and respect. Thank you so much. So everything, like anything you do on the cash app is for the school. You know, we're not asking nothing to fund our life. We're not asking for that, none of that. You know, when we came in, in YouTube, we already had our stuff going. So, like when you do a cash app, that's for the school. That goes straight to the kids. This is 100% of the proceeds go to the school. You know, and I'm fortunate enough to have good people in my life, good people in my corner to make sure that I'm able to just use the donation money for the school. You know, this is why that we've been able to have a continuously growth, especially when we started from zero, when we started from the bottom, when we planned everything, you know, like and just did this. And the sad part about it, man, I'm understanding life, you know, like this is supposed to be a very joyous moment, but I can't enjoy. You know, that's not what the creator want right now. So I'm having a lot of obstacles right now. You know, a lot of people just trying to like bash me for no reason. I don't know who's doing it, right? Who's paying people to do this? But can you believe somebody actually said that I stole a school from somebody? The dumbest stuff I ever heard, but it's the internet. You can hear the craziest stuff. So for the people that support, and I definitely appreciate y'all. Together we will. So Miss Patricia said, yes, he is no good. Yes, he is no good. Gave the bourgeois all they want and not do nothing for the people. Made all his friends rich. Yeah, USA changed the Constitution and destroyed evidence of this Eileen's Constitution. That's right, my brother. That's right. And Ms. Kiki Mills, the realist, said, thank you at Eli. Entertainment said he surrounded himself with some vagabond, legal. And Reason said a lot of people resigned because they didn't want no part of it when guns was pointed at them. Entertainment and greed. This Eileen Constitution was a good one, most certainly. And what's happening in Haiti is happening in other areas where blacks are. I just hope the diaspora notice it in time. And the diaspora is the strength behind this academy. And Harold Jones, what's going on? Say, I want to buy like 2 acres to build and farm on. Man, that's life. That's wealth. That's God's wealth. You know, when you have a farm, once you have agriculture, that's nature's true wealth, you know? So Preval used to have a lot of fights with some elites over women. Yes, that is why Jovenel wanted to change this constitution, but they killed him. Yes, Jovenel certainly wanted to change the constitution. And they killed him before that constitution actually took place, right? Wow. That's so powerful right there because
they changed. They turning people against him. Who is who is in charge for manifestation? Basically, somebody. You want people to manage. The elites come in. They could go to this hood and give out simple money. When I mean simple money, you could go through a hood, for example. You could go to a hood simple as Bel Air, for example. Because there's some hoods like Cité Soleil, they used to get to them, but you go to the urban areas, right? And anybody, you can start a manifestation. Because most people, they go to manifestation, they know they could get something, at least $10. You know, but you could go there and let's say there's so much parties here, people like, you know what, okay, I give up 500, I give up 200, but the lease, you can have like $5,000. Let alone you put out $10,000, you're gonna have so much people out there because that money, they're gonna distribute it. Now at the end, some people might not get nothing. You know what I mean? But they like to be like, oh, this dude talking reckless. Put this out, let's spend this. And people gonna be out in the streets because it's people that don't have the possibility, like they're less fortunate. They don't have possibilities of $20 to $40, not even $10. So if they could go out there and just make some noise, burn a couple of trees, burn a couple of tires, and go home with $10 or $20, some of them are gonna do it. Because if you're not educated, then you're capable of doing the least positive things. You're capable of doing whatever. You know what I mean? And hoods follow other hoods. Some people just go out there and do it, and some people do it so much they really believe in it. Some people don't know what they're fighting for, they just go out there and fight. But it's so easy to start a manifestation, a protest in Haiti. It's super easy. And it comes from the elites that's running Haiti. You know what I mean? Like some of you guys know, some of you guys don't know, but you can't just come to Haiti and say, well, you know, you selling boatloads of rice. You have to sit down and somebody give you the authorization. You definitely can't come out here and be like, well, I'm selling solar panels. If you out here selling solar panels, believe me, you sat down with them peoples and you paid them, and they getting a percentage of what you making. So to them, you working for them, and that's Haiti. You know what I mean? You want to come out here and want to have like a giant dealership. You have to talk to somebody because they stripped the government of everything that they own. So that's why the government, when they have a deal, they try to make sure they get theirs. You know what I mean? Just like simple, like as far as the policemen in Haiti. There's a lot of good cops in Haiti, and there's a lot of bad cops in Haiti, just like everywhere in the world. But being in a place like Haiti, see, I grew up in the States. I know, like, look, you work for the government, you get your check first, you get your bonus first and everything. But in Haiti, it is not the case. So some people that work for the government could owe you for 10 years. The government could owe you for 10 years and pay you for 2 months. You know what I mean? So a lot of cops go crooked and they have a life of their own. So for example, they like, well, we're gonna do a roadblock right here. And when they do their roadblock, if you not right, let's say if your license is expired, if your insurance is expired, look, they tell you, look, either I write you this ticket and you go pay it there, or you just look me out and you go right now. So that's them. Like, well, it's like they to the point where they have to fend for themselves. And that's what's breaking the country right now.
Okay, let's say if we had to have solutions, what can the diaspora, the people that's watching that really love Haiti, what can they do? Like, let's say if somebody was looking for solutions, you know, they just want to be reasonable about it. They want to find a way to improve the lives of the Haitian people. What's the proper steps to take? Do you know these answers?
Well, I know these answers, but I already know the problem because the diasporas, they're already scared of coming to Haiti because they think they're gonna be in harm's way.
Okay, for the diasporas, because we know, like, right now, 80%
first of all,
scared.
You have to be, you have to be in politics. You have to love politics because some things, you know, like if you're a diaspora, you know, you got a good heart and you want Haiti to get better, then you have to come in and get in position. So when you have these things in your hands, you do the right thing with it.
So you think the only way to get a better Haiti is through politics?
Well, not through politics, but politics is going to be in a way. So you have to influence politics. You know, you have to influence politics. Or you find you people that are trustworthy, that are transparent, and you just work with them and let them know what you want done and get things done. Because if you just meet an anonymous person and you think you just gonna put your trust in them, and guess what?
Boy, I'm out here. Okay. Zobla said, see, Gency is fake. So, Entertainment said, Bulos used to fund the protest.
Yeah, a lot of them, not just him, but that's what they do. They have money they have money to burn. They're not paying no taxes in the country, that's for one. And they make millions every day. So, and they have people, they could be like, look, man, I give out $1 million, you give out $1 million. Next thing you know, they got 10 million. And guess what? They had the whole Haiti just protesting.
And somebody said, Entertainment said, some Haitians make a living like that. They protest for certain politicians. Militia politic, they in Shanmas.
I mean, and that's the most common rally spot.
That's the most political area. If you look at one of my videos, just type up the most political area in Haiti, and you will actually look and to see how that area look like. And it's no joke. I'm talking about the what's the closest thing we have to a military out here? Because we have different forms of security out here. We have PNH.
We have Boyd.
Let's start with PNH first.
Okay, PNH is your cream and blue.
But I feel as though they the ones that replaced the military. PNH.
Yeah, that's just the police, but this is what they did.
Now, who they govern by, who they sponsor by, who pay them, who do they work for, who pay them?
The PNH commissary. They get paid from the government, of course.
Yeah, but America control them. America created that group.
Now look, the PNH, say Police Nationale Haiti. But this is the thing, like I was about to say, you have your regular cream and blue, your regular cops, and they all PNH, but PNH, you got Boyd. Okay, PNH, you got regular PNH. Then, I'm going to take it in order. You have, what you call that? Okay, SEMO, it's something before SEMO. You got Boyd, you got SEMO, you got BIM, and you got IDMO. Okay, IDMO was the first. So IDMO was like the military because IDMO was there since Aristide. IDMO was the ones that went to Gonaive. So they was like the first special cops. They was like our first SWAT team, as you could say. They was trained by Americans. Okay, so Idmo was the first, and they the most experienced. All right. Then
Then
after
Seymour.
Idmo, you had Seymour. See, now Seymour is responsible for the protesters. They protect them and guard the country, make sure they're not burning up things, but they always burn up things. And then after Seymour, you had
Boy.
no, you had Boyd, and then Boyd came at Matadi, and then you had the SWAT team. Okay, so Haiti had officially have a SWAT team.
That's the green guys? No,
Nah,
no.
they black, they
Yeah,
blue
yeah, no, no.
or black, you know what I mean? But they look just like the SWAT team in the States. And they was all trained abroad, you know what I mean?
And the top ones are the palette guys, the green guys.
Yeah, the Pale is different because the Pale is not really panache. The Pale is just like what we would say, not Secret Service.
Yeah, see, you see.
Yeah, Secret Service, because they have Pale undercover with suits and all of that. And then you got the Pale like you know, some of them look like FBI, you know, but they're a little different because they straight, they like federal, okay? The Pale, they federal, all right? But all these corp, they actually replaced the army.
And PNH is actually a group that was designed by America. America is actually responsible for the PNH. You know, they put them in power. Um, they put them in power. Okay, so let me see. Let's read some of these comments. I love reading these comments. And they said Alexis was Proval's prime minister, and he was an architectural engineer, but I think he didn't.
Do anything.
Yeah. What about all black police?
That's the SWAT.
The people were upset with Alexis. He didn't help with food shortages. Most of the policies on both sides is U.S. trained and owned, I heard. And one of the things, the guys that make the most money is actually the guys that came from the army and now come to Haiti. Haiti is like a what do you call that? Those groups of people, mercenaries.
Mercenaries.
There's a lot of private security going on. There's a lot of private security going on. So people be having a lot of trained security, I guess, you know, and they get a nice fat check, don't they? He said,
You see them, like, normally they have green on, but they'll be out here speaking English, and they different. And when people see them, people really respect them. Like, Haiti is one country that's like, I'm telling you, like, if you go to the hood, like, they really respect the Marines because, you know, a lot of Haitians, like, they really stuck on films. Like, they'll watch Arnold Schwarzenegger or watch Sylvester Stallone. Like, still to this day, like, look, they call Wesley Snipes Blaze. They call Arnold Schwarzenegger Terminator, and they still they call Sylvester Stallone Rambo. You know what I'm saying? But they really believe two Marines could come in Port-au-Prince and just destroy it. So that's the fear.
Let me tell you this. We seen what 6 Navy SEALs did in Afghanistan. 6 Navy SEALs. You know, we seen what they did, so.
Now, I have much respect for the Navy SEALs, but I don't think 2 Navy SEALs could come and just destroy the whole Haiti. But some Haitians would be like, what? You know, they think they could just be like, brrr, and then the airplane fly by and start bombing, so they really think, you know what I mean? And that's like, it comes from fear, from back in slavery. They really make you scared of people. They make you really scared of things, and all that make you scared to evolve. You know, if you don't want to evolve, then you still stuck in that slave mentality. Yeah, some Haitians hoping that they come and destroy their gangs. You know, if they was that powerful, that's what they would have did. But you know, who are these gangs are being funded by? You know what I'm saying? When you watch them on the video, they whipping out U.S. money.
Man, they funded by anybody that have a interest, and I want y'all to know, no disrespect to all my Dominican brothers and sisters out there, because I got a lot of Dominican friends, so this is not about y'all, you know. But we know a lot of things is beyond our control sometimes. Our government get into things that's bigger than us, so we must speak about it. Like a lot of this stuff that's being funded is being funded by a lot of Dominicans. You know, a lot of Dominicans that want to see the destruction of Haiti, who want to see stuff stay a certain way, for as our country cannot get right, and we always have to import everything because there's a lot of industries built just to serve Haiti and Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
It's stuff they sell in Haiti that they don't even
Food,
sell
drinks.
in Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
It's just designed to go straight to
And
Haiti.
they want to come, like that's the thing, because to them they look at it as revenge. They want to come and occupy Haiti. The only reason they didn't come and occupy Haiti because other countries are looking and they like,
But they
Because
occupy it in a different way
they
now.
got their hands on, like a lot of countries have their hands in Haiti, and that's being called the hands. They have their hands in the pot. Because I saw this with my own two eyes,
That's our
man. The
biggest
earthquake,
problem.
2010, American landed first, and they prevented French to land and other countries to land. And I'm like, what? And it was
America
so
don't play no
crazy.
games with Haiti. They just told Haiti you cannot. They told Jovenel you cannot do no deals with Vladimir Putin.
Yeah, for real.
You cannot do that.
And,
They're not playing no
and
games.
you saw how real that was. Jovenel, he was searching, and then the moment when people started processing, they was like, "Oh, let Russia come in or do this." They like, "Whoa, hold
What?
up."
You really think that's gonna happen?
And
Not in
they
the
just
backyard.
they just shut it down.
Fourth largest embassy in the world out of all the countries. Fourth largest embassy in Haiti. That's a big, big, big. In a country of 10 million. So that's a big thing, you know. It's stuff here. Just know there's a lot of stuff here, and they want to keep you away from it. So they feed you with the fear, they feed you with the insecurities. But there's people out here that's living. It's people that's matter of fact, we got a visitor that's coming to Haiti real soon. It's people that's always coming to Haiti, you know. And whenever they come to Haiti, if they with the right people, they always say they had a good experience, you know. And my wife just left Haiti. She had a good experience. That's my sister. I made sure I bought her a fruit basket, and you know,
She loved it.
Shema took her all over, and
Yeah, I
it
took us
wasn't
to
it
some
wasn't no
parts of
fear.
Haiti, and
It
then I
wasn't no
asked her, "You
fear.
know where you at right now? Yeah, you in Laville. You know where you at right now? Yeah, you in Taba. Yeah, you know only two places I ain't take her. I ain't take her to Matisa.
Word. That's
And
the spots you
Quadra
stay
Bouquet.
away from. Them are the spots
You
you
know
stay
what I'm
away
saying?
from. So let me see. Let's read some more comments. Let me see. Okay, the Americans don't want Udmo and Boyd or Jovenel Army on the streets because they brutal.
Well, Idmo was there first. Idmo was there way before Jovenel and all that. You know what I mean? And boy, they claim that they was brutal. I don't really see it much right now. They try to handle other stuff. Oh yeah, and is another force too. They called well, matter of fact, you got Blee, and then you got it's when they only did for drugs and stuff like that, drugs and stuff like that.
The new one?
Nah, they've been out for a minute.
'Cause they got the new one coming out.
BLDS, and they have the most undercover cops. You go to BLDS, but they did for drug dealers. They did
Like a DEA.
yeah, they did like DEA, and they have the most undercover cops. Like they have undercover cops that's like 20 years old with dreads. They out there, they doing everything. They blend in. You know what I'm saying? But BLTS, they have the most undercover cops. But they're there for just operations, rundown operations, drug operations. And then you got BLE, you got BIM, you got SWAT. See, SWAT is SWAT, they're a team that did, but they barely get to work. Because Haiti, believe it or not, people don't do bank robberies. They'll do street robberies, but people don't rob banks in Haiti. Guess why? The banks are owned by the elites. So people don't run down the banks. Everybody lay down. I never heard that happen in Haiti. You know, but they'll run down in the combis. That's what they do, a combis. That's ran by somebody that was working so hard and have enough to fund people or to give out a loan. You know what I'm saying? But they not running down to the bank and nah, they not doing that. You know what I mean? And this is what Haiti is all about. Like through all the kidnappings, it was somebody that they kidnapped, and as soon as they took them to the location, and the gang leader saw who it was, like, oh, y'all dudes messed up, what's going on? Y'all don't know who this is? Now send him out. So they sent him back that same day because that dude right there, they knew if they contact him, they could get 1,000,000 goods off the spot. Just be like, yo, I need 1,000,000 goods to give it to you. So those kind of people, they can't touch. So they let him go immediately. And I'm pretty sure y'all know who he is. Not saying he involved, but he did get kidnapped. And believe me, the streets of Haiti started manifesting because that's one dude. You could go there by yourself and be like, look, man, I need 10,000. I need this. He's just going to. Patrick Mancillon. He's the owner of the Caraïbe radio station and television station. That's just one dude. He's liquidish. You come to him, you like, yo, my kid need to go to school. As long as you see him, he gonna give it to you.
Oh, that's a good dude.
Yeah, he a good dude. He a good dude. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, Patrick Mancillon. And that morning they kidnapped him, the streets started rioting.
Wow, that's power. That's
But
love.
they let him go that same day because, like, you kidnap somebody like that, a lot of people gonna suffer, man, because he's for the people. You know what I'm saying? And he ain't trying to go for president or none of that. But he's just a wealthy dude, and he know Haiti, and he spread the wealth. So people started rioting on their own because they like, whoa. Yeah, he got a lot of money. He got a lot of money, and he distributed the money. You know what I mean? It's one thing like, this is a Haitian thing. Ou fait l'argent si qu'il est, ou fait l'argent passé. So that means me. I know I have $200. Guess what? The first thing I have to do is to make sure the kids in the streets is good. You could be driving to Haiti, you see a mother with like 1 or 2 babies in her hand. I have to make sure like those people are good because the money have to circulate. You gonna keep it, you gonna spend it, it ain't gonna last 2 or 3 days.
And I think that's why they like us a lot. They like us a lot in the community because we are circulating everything.
You gotta make sure it go around. You gotta make sure people good, man. Because when you die, you ain't taking nothing with you. But it's people out there when it rain, they get wet, and they gotta cover their kids. So those are the people that are super important, and you gotta make sure they good, man. And you gotta speak nicely to them. Let them know, like, look, you don't have nothing, but you a human being. I love you. And they love that. And that's what's gonna change him. And like that dude, as long as you get to see him, he gonna make sure you good. So when you live like that, people started rioting. Ain't nobody give $1 for them. They just started rioting. A lot of streets was blocked off. They like, nah, this have to stop because they got him. But once he got to the location and the gang leader looked, he was like, yo, y'all dudes stupid. Y'all see who y'all got? Get him out of here right now.
They said, will the Dominican Republic occupy Haiti? No.
Nah, I don't think so because Haiti is so much eyes and hands on Haiti right now. They not gonna allow it. You know what I mean? They not gonna allow it.
My brother, I gotta go.
And the people, America run the elections and do everything. And that's the first country that's running Haiti by like 65%. That's all America's handwork. You know what I mean? You guys, we got like an hour and a half. No, way more than that. We
got 2 hours. We got over 2 hours, my brother. But gotta get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow holds so many promises of another day to fight, another day to stand up for what we believe in and get closer to our goals. And we asking y'all to join in on this movement. The revolution will not be televised. What we gotta do is take these small steps to get a better country, and we can. We can't wait for them. We can't wait for the government. We can't wait for the private sector.
Look how long we've been waiting.
It's within the diasporas. It's because of the diasporas that a lot of kids go to school. A lot of homes are built. Just MoneyGram and Western Union. How big of a business is that in Haiti?
That was a big business because the diasporas take care of Haiti. See, in Haiti, if you don't got nobody from abroad making sure you good or checking on you, some people look at you like you are nothing. You know what I mean? And that's crazy. Even if you have somebody sending you $100 a month, some people gonna respect that because some people don't have that possibility. You know what I mean? So it's very important, you guys, like for this movement. Look, for starters, get you a t-shirt because we trying to sell 50 t-shirts to support another part of the school as far as the STEM education. Haiti really need that. If y'all know somebody that's teaching STEM and teaching kids how to code in Haiti, let me know so we could go and talk to them, learn something. But I didn't hear any of it going on, but we definitely need that. So for starters, try the t-shirts. You know what I mean? If you can send some food, find a way to get active in the movement because this is our movement together, you guys. What we have in common is we grew up in the States. Like, we know how hard it is in the States, especially after COVID. It's really, really, really hard. You know what I mean? But if people work together, like, you know, a couple of y'all know each other, talk. Because we used to have viewers, they get together and they talk and be like, well, this is what I'm gonna do. I can't do this, but this is what I could do. $10 is so simple. I say you send $10, you get 5 people and be like, everybody send $10. You know how much that is? You know how much that could do? You know what I mean? But we need you guys to be on it because these kids, we cannot disappoint them because a lot of them, they look at it like, man, they pray. Some of them, they wasn't religious. They pray. They like, okay, well, God sent the way. And them remembering this, man, they gonna keep the legacy going. They gonna keep the legacy going. I know when they graduate and they finally make some money, they might not be able to open up a school, but at least they'll sponsor like 2 or 3 kids. And that's what we need in Haiti, growth.
That's right. Pass that love on. Everybody, we about to leave, y'all. I definitely appreciate everybody. Definitely appreciate y'all. Don't forget, y'all. We got
Thank you, Miss
50.
Kiki Mills. You
Yes,
really the best. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, for real.
Like, I
The
appreciate
realest.
you. You on. You know, like on. She support the
Everybody.
movement in
Right on
every
track,
way.
too.
All the ways that she support the movement all the ways, and she's just the greatest moderator ever. I appreciate you. I appreciate you because
Yes.
look, even when I was in here, I watched the lives and I see how active you are. So
Super.
it's great to have somebody like you on the team. It's so great because you're just so on point. I'd be like, wow.
She can't take that for granted because she's definitely on point. Thank you so much. So everybody, brother getting tired. I've been yawning. I'm not gonna do that to y'all. I gotta get ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow's another big day. We got a lot of things to do.
Yes,
Together
yes.
we can, y'all. Don't forget, y'all. We have 50 T-shirts. We actually sold 15 of them. We need 35 more sold, y'all. Well, we sold 1/4 of our Ancestral goals. But I know the people watching this right now, when we're about to leave, it's gonna go to the link and press that button and get a t-shirt for you and your family. Cause we gotta reach this goal. We gotta show these people that we can make it happen, y'all. We could do this. Let's get involved and show our sponsors that we could be eligible for another grant because we gonna get this one. 35 more left, y'all. Let's do what we can. Anything you wanna say to them before we leave?
You guys, you have a great night and pray for the movement. Act if you can because nothing is too small. You know, I always tell you guys, nothing is too small. We love advice, but this is the crucial time where it's time to pay the teachers and it's time to get this budget going. So you guys, nothing is too small, just to let you know. And you know the Cash App or whatever way that you can. You could cam, you could do whatever. But we have to keep moving forward because these kids, they have hope now. And that's the most important thing. And we have to keep it flowing to the point where they become the next hope. You know what I mean? Because Haiti really need this, man. The politician not gonna do it. Another country not gonna do it. No millionaire, no billionaire not gonna do it.
And I want to say, somebody said they clicked on the link and it said it's not found. For real, it just said it's not found. They said this is embarrassing. They said it's not found. I don't know what's going on. Well, we do have the t-shirts for sale. The link is not working. I'm glad to see my people's pressing that link. Wonderful. Definitely appreciate it. This is what we need because we got to sell 50 t-shirts, you know, to put us in a better situation. And we here advocating for it. And that's us advocating for the growth of our country, the growth of our movement, and a different avenue for us to give the children a better opportunity. This is what we're doing. We're not the only ones in Haiti doing this, but we just represent a different opportunity to give the children a better chance. So Kiki said, try this one. Let me go see this one.
So you guys, it's about that time. You saw how many times I got up checking on the baby. She finally stayed asleep.
Okay, we found it. The last one that Kiki Mills, the realist, put on, that one is working, y'all. That one is working. Yo, and look,
Thank
and
you
you
so
can look
much,
at
my
all the
sister.
information, okay? Oh, we actually got 14 sold, y'all. We actually got 14 sold. There you go right here, and it's a wonderful shirt. And let's see. Let's see what else they saying about this. So it's $25. Wonderful design shirt. And if y'all want to see how it look on somebody, I'm gonna show y'all. They rocking it with style. Let me show y'all exactly how it look on somebody. Look how wonderful this t-shirt look on somebody, y'all. The colors is just so vibrant, it's popping out. So you definitely got something to show for your contribution, y'all. Let's get involved, very important. And you got a slogan on it, which is choo choo. And this t-shirt is a fly t-shirt. Miss Zombie, you got the double O's with the train on it.
Yeah.
Man, that was captured. I'm so thankful for that. So let me see back to the link and stuff.
Mike said there's no 2X.
There's no 2X. Yeah, the 2X and the 3X is gone. We gotta get a lot of those stuff. And we already raised $100, y'all. So we're gonna raise about $300 with this campaign. We raised $100. And this is tied into the nonprofit organization. So 100% of the proceeds go to the nonprofit organization. We get 100% of the proceeds. So let me see. Oh, so
When you come and say probably. So everybody, this is good night. I'm gonna let you finish talking to the people.
they got me stuck with this choo-choo shirt. That's right, y'all. That's right. And you
Get a
good.
shirt if you can, man. You can't find one inside, get one for a sibling or something like that. That's what I tell my family. Like, look, listen, just get one. Just get one. And put it on your son or your daughter or something. Or get one and hang it up, but it's for a greater cause, you guys.
Yes, it is, y'all. It's very important. Like if anybody want to donate, let's say if somebody just wanted to just donate a laboratory to us or the benches to the laboratory. Instead of sending me the money, like this is so important to me, I'd rather you just spend the money you're gonna send me on t-shirts and just get them t-shirts out. Like it's very important to me that I reach my quota with this because that inspire us and motivate us and they give us ability to grow, to keep brainstorming, it definitely do. And it's very important because we have a lot of great ideas we're gonna implement and the power lies within our unity. Let's unite. Let's make some things happen. Thank you so much for joining us on this wonderful live tonight, y'all. And
Peace.
we none of this is planned. We didn't know what we was gonna talk about.
You just freestyle.
Remember we was talking about the gas, right? Then it just we went that way. So thank you so much, everybody. Big shout out to Jumba and his facts and his historian ways. Let's go, everybody. Have a blessed night.
Peace.